playoff hopes are done here. And this is it. This is all. This is the said and done. All right. This is the big chicken dinner for us. Okay. But we can stop the Dolphins from getting into the playoffs with a W here today. So that can make you feel a bit better. You know what I mean? That can make you feel a bit better. So hope everyone's enjoying themselves. I hope everyone's having a happy new year so far. In case, I haven't said that enough to everybody. I wish everybody nothing but success and to be prosperous. Okay. Salutes Jacob Klein. Good to see you in here. Salutes to all the Savages as well. Jacob says, win. So Mike McDaniels become our OC. A lot of people talking about that, man. I've heard a lot of discussions about people wanting Mike McDaniels, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it happens. I don't think that Sulla is going to fire Mike LaFleur at this point. This is what I'm thinking. I don't think it happens, but we'll see. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. But I just don't think it happens. I don't think that Sulla's going to fire Mike LaFleur. I think he's going to stick with him another year, and I think he's going to try to work things out that way. All right, but that's me. So I know a lot of people talking about firing Sulla as well. People have talked about that too. I don't think we'll see any coaching changes. I think we'll have I think they'll come back with the same kind of squad next year and see what happens. Mr. McMoney, salutes to you. Good to see you in here as well. He says, what up, Joe? Do we let Carl walk at the end of the season? There's a lot of discussion about Carl Lawson too. I don't think so. I think a lot of people kind of thought that he was going to come in here and be like a crazy sack demon. I mean, if you look at his career, he's never been like that, right? He's never been a guy that gets like 15, 16 sacks a season. That's not what he's going to do. He's a piece to the puzzle, and he's played pretty well. And again, he's coming off of an ACL injury as well. So I think he's done a solid job this year. I can't wait to see what he comes back with next year. I don't think we let him walk. I think we should keep him. And we should add a pass rusher in the draft. So then you got him, you got Jermaine Johnson, Quentin Williams, who, man, he's been unbelievable this year. So those are the pieces that, we need to keep. I don't think we let him walk after the season. When we got Carl Lawson in here, I never expected him to have like a 15, 16 sack season for us. Not, at least, not right away. And even if that never happens, the pressure that he puts on, the hurries that he gets, I know he at some point was, I think he still is, near the top of the league in like QB hurries and, stuff like that. So I think he's been solid, man. Jacob Collins says DeMar Hamlin. Yeah, salutes to DeMar Hamlin. I'm hearing the news that I heard, he was getting better. And he talked to the team and stuff like that. So, all right, kick off. Here we go. We'll get back to the Savage. Oh, out of the end zone. All right. Jacob says, get Aaron Rodgers here. Yeah, we'll see. I doubt that happens too. Look, I know. Look, I want to. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm realistic. I just don't think that stuff happens. I don't think that Aaron Rodgers is leaving Green Bay. I don't think that Lamar Jackson is leaving the Ravens, and if he does, I don't think he's coming here. I think the more likely candidates for us to be looking at is probably Jimmy Garoppolo, Carr, or somebody in that fashion. I just don't. All right, Dolphins got the ball at the 25, trying to find their way down the field. Oh, here we go. He hands the ball off. That's at least maybe a 5-yard rush there for the Dolphins. Jacob says, Joe, Carl is getting released. Not worth the money. Sign Bryce Huff, who's healthy and more productive. Well, Bryce Huff is like a third down guy. He's come in. He's been very solid. I don't think that Carl Lawson is getting released. I just don't at this point. You look at his play and the things that he's done, I don't think he's getting released. I just don't. Because you really have to go find another guy. And again, he's not a guy that's going to get, 10, 15 sacks, but Here we go. Okay. They hand the ball off again on 2nd and 4, and he's brought down by C.J. Mosley. They may have got 2 yards off of that. I don't think he's getting released. I just don't. Venom G says, "What's up, Joe and fellow savages? Salutes to you, Venom. Good to see you in here. You know, good to see you in here. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, Jets. Let's get a stop, baby. Let's get a stop. Let's get a stop today. 3rd down and 2. You know what I'm saying? All right. Dolphins back in shotgun here. Skylar Thompson dropping back. Skylar Thompson letting it go. And Skylar Thompson gets it to Tyreek Hill for a 1st down. Might have got about 8 yards on that one. All right. All right. It's early. You know what I'm saying? Everything's cool. It's early. Everything's good. You know? Everything's okay. Just trying to get a stop here. We trying to end their season. You know? Ours is done. Theirs should be done too. That's how I feel. That's how I'm feeling. That's straight up how I'm feeling. You know? Okay. 1st and 10, 1st and 10. Dolphins trying to drive down. All right. On the 41-yard line, they hand the ball off. They hand the ball off to, man. They hand the ball off to Mozart. He runs for a gain of 7 right there. Got to get a stop. Got to get a stop. Got to get a stop. Come on. It's all good, though. It's all good. Everything's all good. Jacob Klein says, Buffalo kickoff return for a TD. Awesome scene, yeah? They hand the ball off again to Mozart. He got close to a 1st down there. He might have got 1 yard. We got to get a stop. Come on, Jets defense. Come on now. Let's go. Let's get a stop. Let's make it happen. Let's get a stop. Let's make it happen. All right? Come on now. Come on. Come on, Jets. Come on. Let's get a stop. Let's get a stop. All right. Skylar Thompson. They line up in the shotgun here. Oh, they got a 1st on that one. Skylar drops back. Skylar threw a ball. That could have been an interception right there. That could have been an interception right there. It was close. He threw that ball behind the wide receiver. Ooh. That boy's lucky. That boy's super lucky. Come on now. Mosley tipped that thing. Ooh, that was close. DJ Reed had a chance at it as well. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dolphins trying to get down the field here. Skylar with the fake handoff. Ends up pitching the ball out to Gesicki. Gesicki got a couple yards off that. Oh, for those of y'all that are new, ! Links in the chat. Brings up my link tree. Link tree has the links to all of my social media platforms as well as all of my YouTube pages. All right. Please subscribe to all my YouTube pages and follow me across all my social media platforms. We have a lot of fun here. Run a live radio show all throughout the year. We'll be doing that. I think the next, I'll let y'all know what the next radio show is going to be. But 3rd and 7. So please check out that link tree. False start on the Dolphins. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes. Let's get it. Let's go. It's our time. It's our time. Yep. I'm going to get it rolling here, man. Get it rolling, get it shaking. Come on now. Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 for this New York Jets defense. All right. Dolphins at the 48-yard line trying to drive down. On 3rd and 12, they get the ball out to Waddle. Waddle's moving, but gets brought down. Gets brought down by C.J. Mosley. Yes. Mosley shaking his head. He looks like he's hurt. Uh-oh. Oh, no. He might have a shoulder injury. Jumpin' Joe, and salutes to you, Jumpin' Joe. Good to see you in here. Salutes to everybody. Salutes to Jacob Klein again. Salutes to Venom G's and Mr. McMoney as well. Salutes to you. Jumpin' Joe says, how did the Jets play Joe Flacco? Fans deserve better. Well, Mike White's out with that rib injury. Wilson is, I believe he's number 2 today. That's what was reported. I don't know if that's changed, but he's going to be our number 2 quarterback according to reports. Look, I think they want to just get out of the season. I don't think they want to have to start Zach because Zach is not there. He's not there. He's just not. His confidence is shot. His mechanics are bad. Like, you put him out on this field as a starter and you force him to play, it's just going to bring him down even worse. I mean, we've seen him. We've seen, what you can get out of him. I'm surprised they didn't, make Strevler the backup and really sit Zach down. But that's what we got to deal with. So Venom G says, Joe, do you think we should bring back Mosley? I think they will. I think they're going to try to rework that contract. I think that's going to be a heavy emphasis in the draft is addressing this linebacker position, mainly middle linebacker. Skyler on 4th and 5. The Dolphins are going for it. Skyler Thompson running around and gets pushed out of bounds. And that's a sack. Maybe it's not a sack. It's incomplete. They didn't call it a sack. Okay, big hit. Wow. Dolphins went for it on 4th and 5. And we were able to get a stop there. It looks like he went out of bounds, though, before he threw the football. He got smacked by Jets defender. We getting a stop early. That's huge for us. So, Venom, I do think that, Mosley will probably be back here at least one more year. They're going to try to rework that contract, really figure it out. I know he changed and they've reworked it now, but they're going to owe him some money. And I think we're going to get a linebacker in here in the draft, a middle linebacker, maybe 2, who knows, to try to fill this spot. And I've been talking about that, man. Mosley's getting old. I mean, he's still playing very solid for us. As y'all, he's a Pro Bowler this year, but he's getting long at the tooth, and Father Time is undefeated. All right. So we'll see, but I do think we'll see him back here next year, at least one more year, But Joe Douglas, we're going to see what he does. We're going to see what he does in this draft, man. This is going to be pivotal. Excuse me. I got a question for y'all, though. Where do y'all stand right now as far as, I know some people, Jacob Klein was talking about Aaron Rodgers. Who do you guys want? Do you guys realistically think we can get Aaron Rodgers here? Or are you guys looking at Carr, Garoppolo? Or would you like to see Zach Wilson come back and give it another try with him, possibly him being our starter? What are y'all thoughts about that? As you stand right now, where do you think we should go? You thinking veteran? You thinking, veteran guys like Carr? You thinking, Jimmy Garoppolo, Zach Wilson? What are you thinking? Venom G says we have to put up some points. We do, and we're going to see. Flacco's not the best, but, he can work this system. We're going to see what he's got today. We're going to see what he brings to the table. Come on now. Come on, Jets, Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. Let's get it moving. Let's get it shaking. Let's make it happen. Come on. I'll get right back to the Savages in a second. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the New York Jets. Flacco hands the ball off to Michael Carter. All right. poll coming y'all way. Will the Jets score a TD on this drive? Hit the poll. Hit the poll. I want to know. Shogun salutes. Good to see you in here. Shogun says, hey, Joe, good for you to join us for this last game. We should be playing next weekend, but what can we do? Future looks bright for us finally. Salutes to you, Shogun. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you as well. Yeah. Just to think, man, if we would have won one of those Patriots games, or both of them, they were both within reach. If we would have won just both of those Patriots games, look where we would be. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Flacco getting rid of the ball, finding Elijah Moore on 3rd and 8. First down for the Jets. That's what I'm talking about. Rusty salutes. Rusty says, what's up, Joe and fellow savages? Salutes. I'd like Mayfield here. A lot of people talking about Baker Mayfield too. I've heard that discussion. I do not like that idea. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't like Baker Mayfield coming out of the draft. He was a guy that I thought was way overrated. And, to this point, my take has been factual. All right. My take has turned out to be true. I don't like Baker Mayfield here. I don't like him in this building. I don't like it. And for a couple of reasons. We'll get into that in a second. Oh, they hand the ball off to Ty Johnson. He gets brought down for a loss of yards on first down. Ooh, that might have been a loss of 3 or 4 right there. Sheesh. Tomlinson is so damn bad, man. He is so bad. Oh, my goodness. He is so bad. He is so bad. Oh. He is so bad. We're going to close the poll in a second. 3, 2, 1. We're ending the poll. Joe Flacco getting rid of the football with pressure to Ty Johnson. He gets brought down at the line of scrimmage. 66% of the Savages believe that we will score on this drive. Only 33% said no. Let me get back to the reason I don't like Baker Mayfield, too, is the attitude, the issues. We saw him have issues in Cleveland with teammates. We saw his attitude. You come here to New York with that, that's going to be a big problem, okay? Big problem. 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13. Jets trying to drive down the football field here on 3rd and 13. Joe Flacco drops back. That looked like pass interference. No call. All right. Jets get off the field here on 3rd and 13. Venom G says, no, I think we get Jimmy G. We won't be able to get any big name players, and why should we? We just need good, competent QB. Yeah. Jimmy G's got a lot of injuries, though. That's the only thing that I'm worried about with Jimmy G. His inability to stay healthy, which is a big, big issue. Shogun says, Joe, who do you want to be our QB next year? I want Carr. Yeah, that's exactly who I think we'll end up with, and I have no problem with that. That's who I want. I actually, to be honest with you, I want to stick with Mike White. That's who I want to be our starting quarterback next year. I want it to be Mike White. I think that guy has shown us an ability. I think he deserves it. I think he's put it together. Braden Mann with the punt. Ooh. We punted it inside. I think Ashton Davis knocked that out at the 2-yard line. Whoa. Wow, Jets. Okay, Jets special teams. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. That was good. That was real good. Yeah, but if we have to go outside of the Jets facility to get a quarterback in here, then I want to go with Carr. Carr, he's got the ability. He has everything else. I don't have an issue at all bringing him in. So I like Carr out of all, the options, the realistic options, because I don't think Lamar or Aaron Rodgers is realistic. I just don't. But I like Mike White. Rusty says Rusty says no call, PI. The refs still suck. Rusty, you said it. I didn't say it, but I will tell you this. I see your perspective. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say right there. Shogun says Braden Mann has a good punt. It's a miracle. Venom G says, yeah, but you keep Mike White as a backup and Zach behind them. Here's the deal. Why does everybody want to move on from Mike White so bad? I don't understand it. Why does Mike White need to go back to being a backup if he's shown you that he can be a competent starter? I don't understand. What is it about Mike White that everyone hates or everyone is ready to move away from? The guy has looked better in the offense than any other quarterback we've had. He looks more competent than anyone else in this offense. And again, Josh Johnson, Flacco, those guys weren't bad, right? But Mike White has looked better than everybody. The only one that really has looked bad in offense is Zach. Why can't we move forward with Mike White? Can y'all answer that? I just feel like everybody wants to relegate Mike White to just being a backup. I don't know what it is. Is it does he not have a big enough name? What is it? You know, what's going on? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know, man. I want to know. I want to know. All right, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. From the 2-yard line, they're trying to get a drive going here. They hand the ball off. He might have got 3-4 yards off that. Man. Woo. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get a stop. Man. Venom G says, I can see Mike White being our starting QB, but we still need a veteran QB behind him. I mean, yeah, you know, you can get yourself a veteran backup somewhere, you know. I honestly think Joe Flacco's, going to be gone. I don't think he's going to be here. Dolphins hand the ball off again on 2nd and 6. And he gets brought down. Probably got to gain about 4 yards. Man, what a day. What a day. Shogun says it's a shame watching the rest of the league get it right at the QB position. Meanwhile, we stay behind and continue to mess up. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the door is not closed on Zach. I'm not going to completely close the door on the young guy, but he hasn't looked good. It's 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins, trying to drive down the field. Thompson, they got some rush on Skyler. Skyler is running out of bounds and finds Tyreek Hill on the move. What in the world, bruh? That was a throw of straight desperation. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, we should have get a stop. This is not good. And you know what the issue is, Shogun? The biggest problem is that we have pretty much everything else figured out for the team. I mean, our offensive line could do some tweaking, but even with all the injuries that we had this year, Dolphins hand the ball off and their running back is moving. He got about 11 yards there. With all the issues that we had, if we just had solid quarterback play, this is a team that could really have an impact this year. We could really be moving and shaking. That's the thing that sucks the most, you know. Sky's the limit for us. Sky's the limit. Venom G says, you know me, Joe. I love Mike White, but he's just like Jimmy G with the injuries. I think it's tough to label him that. I understand what you're saying, but it's tough to label him that because if you look at his injuries, the plays that he's gotten hurt on, anybody would get hurt on. Any quarterback. Skylar Thompson drops back and heaves the ball up and finds A Dolphins tight end for quite a gain, man. Come on, bruh. 26-yard pitch and catch there. Oh, that was supposed to be a screen. And he just chucked it up and found a tight end. Yeah, it's tough to say that he gets injured a lot because, again, you look at the beating that he took against Buffalo this season. That was unbelievable. Like, the Jets' offensive line was just like, we good. We don't feel like blocking. Come on, Jets defense. Get these guys off the field. Uh-oh, ball snapped over his head. That's big for us. Thank you. Wow. That is huge. Rusty Spooner says, rumor has it the Fish are going for Sean Payton. Also, they say McVay is going to get fired. We might be able to land McDaniels or McVay as an OC next year, praying that happens. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I know there's been a lot of talk about Sean McVay getting fired. I don't know if that happens, though, either. I mean, they've gotten there. They've won it. He hands the ball off to Mostert on 2nd and 32. They get some yards off of that. And that, let me tell you something. I don't know who's – L.A., they're missing a lot of draft capital, too. We'll see, though. Rumors are shaking and moving, man. Shaking and moving. All right. Man, oh man. I know there's a lot of talk about Sean Payton and where he can end up going. There's a lot of talk about Sean Payton every year, though, that he's interested in coming back. 3rd and 26. 3rd and 26 for the Dolphins. They're trying to drive down the football field. Quick pitch and catch for Thompson to a wide receiver. He got nothing. Michael Carter II is able to bring him down. Jets get a stop. Val Outlaw salutes. Good to see you in here, my friend. Good to see you in here. Oh, man. Jumpin' Joe says, White is a mobile, too much of a liability. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have a mobile quarterback to be successful in this league offensively. There's a lot of quarterbacks in this league that aren't necessarily mobile, right? But they're good, Joe Burrow, not the most mobile guy. He's not going to take off he's not Lamar Jackson, but he'll still get it done for you offensively, clearly. So you don't have to have a mobile guy in here, but we do have to have a better offensive line. My goodness. Ugh. Jacob Klein says, I'm so over this being an elite D. Been saying this all year. The linebackers are a joke, giving up 3rd and long, yeah? We've gotten picked on. The linebacking core and the safeties have gotten picked on quite a bit. Jacob Klein speaking his mind. Val Outlaw says he gets injured a lot because he stands in the pocket and doesn't have any mobility or uses it, but the offensive line wasn't good as well. Yeah. Yeah. Man. Jacob Klein says McVay isn't taking an OC job. He was offered the Amazon job. Nothing to do with him being fired. Whoever read into that is just stupid. I mean, there's been rumors swirling about McVay, but again, I don't think he's going to get fired. I don't think he will. So what a chip. They got to give him time, and they've given up quite a bit of draft capital as well. It's going to take a second to rebuild that team, But he got him a championship. Got him a bowl. Venom G says, Joe, do you think Mike LaFleur keeps his job? Yes. And I want to be clear when I say this because we're going to have this discussion. I already know it. I'm not saying that Mike LaFleur has been great this season. No, I'm not saying that at all. His play calling, particularly in the red zone, has been atrocious. It's been bad, right? Well, it hasn't been the greatest. I'm going to say that. I won't say it's like horrible, like the worst in the league, but it hasn't been very good. But there are excuses that there's reasonings why he could say, hey, I deserve to keep my job. One, the offensive line, the injuries completely impact the play calling. And the offensive line, honestly, especially, it didn't really get bad until recently, right? It's been okay. It's been all right. It's been good enough. Outside of that Buffalo game and a couple other games, he's been able to scheme enough, right? But you can say, hey, I don't even have my guys, and then you can point directly at Zach Wilson and say, look, you watch the tape of Zach playing, there's guys open. He just can't hit them. He cannot hit them. I mean, to the point where Zach couldn't even hit a damn screen pass. This guy's wide open. Jets offense out on the field, all right, on the 12-yard line, on their own 12-yard line, trying to drive down, figure things out. Joe Flacco hands the ball off to Bam Knight. Bam probably got about 2-3 yards off of that. Now, you can look at that and just say, hey, how is I supposed to run a functional offense with this guy at the helm? And I know that people want to blame Zach Wilson's lack of success on Mike LaFleur, but you can't. This guy can't hit a screen pass. He can't hit guys coming out of the flats. I'm not making this up. I'm a Zach guy. I like the kid. I was getting bashed for liking Zach Wilson. But let me tell you something. He can't hit a damn screen pass. He's throwing the football 10 yards over guys' heads. What do you want to, So there's a lot of things you can say about LaFleur's play calling. He has had some moments, though, this season where he's extremely creative. He just gets a little bit too cute in the red zone. All right. Budgeting D, salutes to you. Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Good morning to you as well. Happy New Year's to you. Val Outlaw says, I wouldn't be remember they fired Doug Peterson a year after he won a Super Bowl for the Eagles. Yeah. Was that a year after? I'm not sure. Val Outlaw says, to be honest with you, I feel like Mike White is a solid backup, but he uses his feet when needed and doesn't throw into double coverage. Talking about Joe Burrows. Yeah, we need a mobile quarterback specifically with this offensive line. We could just better the offensive line, Shogun says, Joe, the Dolphins organization is just shady from top to bottom. With the whole Brian Flores stuff, situation, the tampering with Brady and Peyton, stealing Tyreek Hill from us, Tua's injuries, good Lord. Yeah. Mark White salutes to you. Mark White says, hi, Joe and Savages. Happy New Year at all. Salutes to you. Mark White, good to see you and Happy New Year to you. Shogun says, Mike LaFleur, another run at the middle. Brilliant. Man. Val Outlaw says, LaFleur fell off when Breece Hall and ATV went down. He just didn't adjust well at all, but I don't think we should fire him. I said give him one more year. Well, it's tough to make that I understand that. But it's how much can you adjust when you just have guys that you're playing basically like fourth stringers? How much can you really adjust with that? What kind of adjustments can you really make with like fourth string, linemen? Guys that really rimmers and, even when guys went down, when ATV went down and Max Mitchell was still out there, we had all these guys. Max Mitchell was playing well before he got hurt. ATV went down. There was a point in time where, Fant had injuries and wasn't playing. Dwayne Brown had injuries and wasn't playing. And we were still moving and shaking offensively, But just all of those injuries take a toll, man. They take a toll. And I think that that's part of what happened. Up front, they take a toll. Again, if we watched the games together. There was guys open. When Zach was out there, there was guys open. And he had time, and he wasn't hitting them for long gains. He was missing a lot of guys for touchdowns. He was terrible, So, I don't know. Alex says, Mike LaFleur needs to be fired this offseason. His play calling is awful. Ooh, salutes to you, Alex. Good to see you in here. Happy New Year's to you and your family. Oh, man. Jumpin' Joe says, this O-line can't get any running game going. Might be a long day. Yeah. We're not seeing anything getting rolling on the ground here. Come back to the Savages in a second, man. Ooh. A lot of takes about LaFleur. 3rd and 6 for the Jets. All right. On the 16-yard line. Joe Flacco drops back. Joe Flacco finds a wide receiver, but he might be a yard short of a first down. It's a 4th down for the Jets. He found Garrett Wilson. Yeah, nothing there. Nothing there, yeah. Nothing there. Venom G says, Jets about to punt on 4th and 1 here from the, looks like the 21-yard line, from their own 21-yard line. All right, Braidman with a punt. Lets it rip. Ooh, that's a good punt by Braidman. Another good one. Wow. I'm shocked. He must know his job is on the line. Venom G says, but that's on the coaches. They see Zach in practice, and they should pull him. They have to stop lying to themselves. Now Sulla said they have to be honest with everything. Look at Dougie P. Well, yeah, they should have pulled Zach earlier. They should have sat him down. But there's a lot of things swirling, rumors saying that Woody Johnson was involved in them pushing Zach out there on the field. There's been rumors swirling for a while since like last offseason that Mike White was the guy that they wanted to start, but Woody Johnson was pushing for Zach Wilson. I'm sure that there's been rumors out there, like I said, swirling that owners have got involved. Maybe Joe Douglas, said, hey, start this guy. I don't know. But, you even got Mike LaFleur coming out saying, yeah, it would have been good for us to sit Zach Wilson for a year and have him learn behind a veteran backup or a veteran quarterback. So, look, what's done is done. In this league, young guys start. Like, that's how it works. You draft a guy, number 2 overall, the fan base is going to expect to see that guy immediately. We've seen it with multiple, teams. And I think that's what we tried to do. Things didn't work. They should have pulled him. They should have, at whatever point they should have pulled him. But they did in the New England game. After that second one, it was too much. And they made the move. But I know a lot of Jets fans looking back saying, hey, we should have pulled him earlier. And I get that. But what's done is done, man. He'll be in a quarterback competition this offseason. I will tell you that. In my opinion, he's going to be competing for a quarterback position here. For the starting position at least. I know a lot of Jets fans talking about getting rid of him. He shouldn't be back. I'm like, I don't think that's going to happen. He's definitely going to be on the Jets roster. He's definitely going to be like the 3rd string quarterback at least on the Jets roster. Expert Dealer salutes to you. Dealer says the offense is predictable. I don't even have to be on the field. Run, pass. That's our offense. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's tough. Salutes to you, Expert Dealer, and Happy New Year's to you and your family. Shogun says Garrett Wilson is no longer the favorite to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now it's Kenneth Walker. Thanks a lot, Zach Wilson, for ruining it. Dolphins on 1st and 10 trying to find their way down the field. Skylar Thompson finds Mozart on a quick little pass here. He was running around for a bit. Mozart maybe got 2 yards. Alex says he just called a short pass on 3rd and 6. It could have went for a first, but NY Jets FL salutes to you. He says, Joe, hello from a dark casino in Vegas. I hope you're enjoying yourself, man. Hope you're having a good time in Vegas, my friend. That's a beautiful place. Man, oh, man. I'll come back to the Savage in a second. 2nd and 9. Dolphins are trying to find their way. Hands the ball off again to Raheem Mozart. Maybe it got back to the line of scrimmage. Mark White says, Joe and Savages saw this on another channel. Why not see if we can get Jameis Winston for cheap? Why not see if we can get Jameis Winston for cheap? Save our draft capital and cash. Run next year with JW and Mike White. Zach can sit and learn for a year. We can do that without I mean, we can get Jameis Winston if he wants to be, the backup here. I just don't understand why we can't run with Mike White. Everybody's just saying he's not mobile, and I get that, but you don't have to be a super mobile quarterback in this league to make things happen. I understand the offensive line has issues, but wouldn't we, benefit from upgrading our offensive line? I wouldn't be, upset with Jameis Winston here. I do prefer Carr, but I wouldn't be upset with Jameis Winston if we're going forward with Mike White. Dolphins punt on 4th and 8. Jets getting the football back here. Braxton Berrios catches the punt. Braxton Berrios trying to get down the field. Braxton Berrios moving and shaking, spinning around. Braxton Berrios gets back to the 45-yard line. All right. Val Outlaw says, Zach Wilson got drafted way too high. That was the problem. He wasn't ready. Yeah. I mean, Val's got a point. Venom G says, yeah, I agree. But we saw when a first or second year player isn't ready. Do like Miami did Tua. Shogun says, Val Outlaw, I would have sat him for a bit so he could learn. Yeah. But again, that, we're going back and we're looking at it. Listen, we were here. All right. It was doing shows. I remember that. There wasn't anyone. There was next to no Jets fans, none, that were talking about sitting Zach Wilson the second we drafted him. Nobody was like, hey, he needs to be sitting behind a veteran. Pretty much everybody. When I say everybody, I mean like 99% of the fan base was like, start Zach now. You picked him second overall. He better not be on the bench. Start him now. Start him now. Shogun says, Joe, I ain't going to lie to you. Winston will be the starter ahead of White if he came here. Okay. All right. Look, again, we got to see Jameis Winston in the system with these players. I'll tell you what, Mike White has shown great amount of ability. And the locker room loves him too. They love him. They'll play through the wall for him. They will. They will. That's the honest truth, that this football team will play through the wall for Mike White. That's factual, kids. Yeah. That is factual. Big facts. Like the young people say, big facts. So. But yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. Zach Wilson, I don't think the story's not necessarily over with him. I think they're going to try to work with him. They've already talked about through hell or high water. They're going to keep, working with Zach Wilson, trying to figure things out. But we'll see. Because to this point, he has not looked, very good. And we will see. It's going to be an interesting offseason for the Jets, particularly the quarterback position, trying to figure it out. All right. Jets 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco lets it go. Joe Flacco trying to find Tyler Conklin. Ball was just too far down the field. Misfire, misthrow. Man. Curvin Ledger says, 1 TD on opening drive all season. We are always behind. Salutes to you, Curvin. Good to see you in here. Happy holidays or happy New Year to you and your family. Yeah. Mark White says, this way, if things work out, you have Jameis Winston or Mike White as a viable backup after a year of Zach learning, and the other would be tradable for picks. Yeah. It wouldn't be bad. Joe Flacco getting the ball to Corey Davis. Surprise him. Now I tell you, Corey Davis, I don't have his contract in front of me, but I believe the Jets can move on from him this offseason. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. We could end up moving on from Corey Davis. Look, I love Corey Davis. Y'all know that. But that dude don't play, and he's often injured. All right? And we have not gotten the production out of him. I could see us moving on from him this offseason. For sure. Come on, Jets. 1st and 10. Joe Flacco handing the ball off to Bam Knight. Bam Knight gets tripped up. There was a lane there too. Got tripped up and brought down. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Let's see what we got here. Venom G says, Joe, do you think we keep Carl Lawson? We were talking about this earlier. I think we will. I think we will at this point. I think we'll keep Carl Lawson. I think that he's a good piece to the puzzle. He's coming off that ACL injury. He's played very solidly, especially off that ACL injury. I think there was a lot of people expecting him to be like this, 15, 16 sack demon, and that's just not Carl Lawson. That's not who he is. But he played very well this season for us. Very well this season. And this is coming off that ACL injury. I think he played very solidly for us. But I think we keep him. I do think we end up keeping him. 3rd and 8 for the New York Jets. 3rd and 8. We're trying to get it done here, trying to stay alive. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco letting it go. Joe Flacco throwing the ball way over Garrett Wilson's head. He had a step, throwing it out of bounds. Come on, Joe Flacco. Come on, man. Yeah, I think Carl Lawson has played solidly. 7 sacks this year. He created a turnover. This guy, we got some things going. Jets lining up for a field goal. I'll come back to Savages in 1 second. Lining up for a field goal. 55-yard attempt here for Zuerlein. Let's make it happen. Come on. Get on the board now. Boom. Zuerlein kicks. Zuerlein misses the field goal. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. This is ridiculous. This is redonkulous. Come on, man. Come on. Man. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Venom G says, this O-line sucks. Oh, man, y'all letting the Jets have it today. Yeah, it does. It does suck. We don't have Dwayne Brown. We don't have Fant. We don't have Herbig. And it's not even like Dwayne Brown or Fant played well this season at all, because they didn't. It's like, come on, man. Venom G says, yeah, they need to move off Corey Davis. Yeah. If everybody's talking about, I know people are talking about Carl Lawson and stuff like it, but Corey Davis is definitely going to be a guy that if they can get rid of him, they're going to. They're going to move on from him, especially if he don't restructure that contract. Bro, Corey Davis is not being good. He's been when he's out there, he's dropping footballs. There are games where he lights up and he plays well, but he's often dropping balls. And then when he's, not dropping footballs, he's injured. So it's like you're not getting much production out of him at all. For that contract, no. They're not going to keep him around. They're not going to keep him around. I can see them moving on from him in the offseason. Absolutely. He only has like 519 yards this season. He's missed so many games, it's been crazy. It's been completely crazy. Man. I mean, it's been wild, man. It's been completely wild. Not good. Val Outlaw says, yeah, that's why I keep saying we definitely need to move on from Corey Davis. He's never available, and sometimes he's almost never he never exists when he's on the field. Yeah. Kervin says, why would you try a 55-yard field goal? Shogun says, I will put Zach in at this point. Yeah. Oh, Tyreek Hill looks like he's injured. They might be missing him. Got got injured on that last route. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. And Skylar hands the ball off to Thompson, or Skylar hands the ball off to a running back here. He gets nothing. He lost yards on that. Gonna keep moving and shaking here. Mark White says Clowney calling out his team. He's ready to leave. Yeah. He told people I think he said he was like 90-something% sure that he was not going to be in Cleveland next year. And they sat him down. Oh, this looks like an offside call on the Jets. Neutral zone infraction on Shepard. Just give him 5 yards on 2nd and 12. It's now 2nd and 6. Boy, oh boy. Mark White says, Clowney calling out his team. He's ready to leave Cleveland. Is he worth looking at? I mean, you can. Clowney's not. He's a guy you can bring in for your rotation. Clowney's not, going to make or break you. I wouldn't be against it. He is a guy that does have a tendency to get a lot of penalties, though, especially in the pass. Skylar hands the ball off to the running back. He gets outside. He might be short of a first down by like 1 yard. It might be 3rd and 1 here. Wow. Hawkeye, salutes to you. Happy holidays to you and your family. Or Happy New Year, to you and your family. Man. Hawkeye says, Mike White is good, but I feel he should be a backup that can hold things down for a week or two. We need another vet to compete with our guys, not named Flacco. Yeah, I can see that. That's a solid take. 3rd and 1. Dolphins trying to get down the field here. They hand the ball off to Wilson. Wilson with oh my goodness. Wilson breaks through that line. There was a lot of green. It was actually to bring it down. I think there was a 12-yard run right there. Wow. Whew. I got a little scared there. I'm not going to lie. Man. Val Outlaw says, and this is the thing. That's why I really can't get on the defense, because they're always on the field and they do their job. This offense has no life. Yeah. A lot of injuries. Come on. Skylar hands the ball off to his running backs. He maybe got 2 yards there. Shogun says Corey Davis is mid. He hasn't been great, man, this season. Injured again. I think it was the knee injury this year. I think it was like an MCL that he had or something like that. Knee injury cost him a couple weeks. Then it was the concussion he got when he came back off the knee injury. The same game he came back, he had a concussion. It's like, man, come on. This guy can't stay healthy. 2nd and 7. Thompson hands off to a back. He might have got about 4 or 5 yards. Please like the stream as well. Give the stream a thumbs up, okay, wherever you're watching me. Also, subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. All right, hit that notification bell so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. All right. Share the stream as well along your social media with your friends and your family. I love connecting with people. You have a lot of fun doing that. Val Outlaw says, Clowney said that? Yeah, he did. He told somebody, a reporter or something, that he was 95 or 90-something% sure that he was not going to come back, or the Browns weren't going to have him back next year, and they benched him. Skylar scrambling, throwing, and finding Waddle for a first down. But it's a flag down on the field now. Oh, man. Excuse me. And it's holding on Sauce Gardner. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. This guy, Skylar Thompson, man. Moving and shaking. They hand the ball off to Mostert here, and he definitely lost yardage. He lost some yards there. Vi Outlaw says, would you bring back Quan Alexander? Yeah, I would bring back Quan Alexander if you wanted to on another 1 year deal. You know? Come on. Come on. 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. Here we are. Skyler dropping back. Ooh, he was trying to get the ball. I think that's to Gesicki. Yeah, he was trying to get the ball to Gesicki there. Whew, there were so many guys there, so many Jets. That could have been an interception. Oh, boy. Yeah, but Val, I would bring back Quan Alexander. Another 1-year deal. Play solidly for us at backer. You know, wouldn't be against that. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. 3rd and 12, 3rd and 12. Dolphins on the 19-yard line trying to find their way down. A screen call. Ooh, that's a good play right there. Alexander blowing up the screen. Nice. Nice play. See, you know, Mark White says, if we agree that injuries are part of the game, what would be positives that Sulla can hang his hat on? I don't see much. Well, look, this team was 6-3, 6-4 at one point this season, and again, we had a lot of injuries. We also have a lot of young players, and what are young players notorious for not being able to do? Finish. All right, we struggle finishing games. We also struggle finishing the season. Dolphins line up to kick the field goal. They kick it and hit it. All right. All right. All right. So, look, we're in a lot of these games. I don't think that it's as – I understand everyone's frustrated we missed the playoffs, but I see a bright future for this team. And I think that Sulla and again, LaFleur hasn't been the best, but they've done a solid job. They've done a solid job this year. You can't – look, Zach Wilson, you can literally look back at a lot of those losses. You look at those 2 Patriot losses. That is literally on Zach Wilson. He was terrible in both of them. Really bad in the second one. So bad that if they would have started him again, the team would have just erupted, you know? So if the Jets can just get an average quarterback, just an average guy, you know, a Mike White or whoever else, I think the Jets absolutely make the playoffs and become really deadly, possibly a threat to really go deep into the playoffs. You know, so I don't think that Sulla and the staff is as bad as everyone's trying to paint them to be. Just injuries happen, frustration building. We were in a lot of games as well. That Vikings game we lost, listen, that's one of the better teams in the NFL. You know, the Vikings are up there. It's a very good team. Yes, we lost to them. We were right there. We had a chance. Braxton Berrios catches that ball. It's different, you know, but things happen, you know. But again, I think a lot of Jets fans are also forgetting that we're in a rebuild. I know that we're better so much quicker than we thought we were going to be. We're almost pushing away the plan. The plan was not to be in the playoffs the second year. I don't think even Sulla himself, when he talked about the Jets, talked about the baby Jets, trying to find a way to win games, trying to find things like we weren't supposed to be in the playoffs this season, according to the plans. Next season, there's playoff expectations, all right? Next season, there's playoff expectation. I think Joe Douglas knows that. I think Sulla knows that. Everybody feels that, you know? So that's why, and I know when I talk to people, they're like, Joe, why are you so, you know, patient? It's because I didn't expect us to necessarily make the playoffs in the second year. I didn't. You know, I honestly thought we would go 9-9, we would get like 9 wins, maybe 10 wins, and pretty much miss the playoffs that way. That's what I thought we would do, you know. 9 wins, 10 wins, maybe, and miss the playoffs, you know. But look at how we honestly, we were in so many games. We looked a lot better than our win total at one point, you know. But down the stretch, again, things kind of fell apart. Zach Wilson back. Our offense looked terrible. A lot of injuries, stuff like that, you know. So That's how it is. And yes, injuries are a part of the game, and I get that. But that you also can't take away the magnitude and impact that injuries have. You know, if ATV is on this offensive line, do you think this offensive line is as bad? No, no, it's not. Like, so you can't just be like, oh well. I mean, they got Herbig out there, they got this guy. It's like that's not the same. That's not the same. Come on, Jets. Jets got the ball. 1st and 10, trying to respond after the Dolphins got themselves 3 points. You know? And then again, you look at like who honestly, be honest with yourselves. Did anybody any Savage that's here, anybody that's watching, listen to me, no matter where you're watching me, listen, nobody in their right mind, or no Jets fan that I knew, thought that Sauce Gardner would come out off the bat, rookie, and be a top corner in this league. Nobody realistically was like, oh yeah, Sauce Gardner, second we drafted, he gonna come in and be a top 3 corner. Nobody would have told you before the season, oh, Garrett Wilson gonna come in and give us 1,000 yards off his rookie year. Oh yeah, he gonna have the Jets rookie receiving record for sure. Joe Flacco trying to get the ball to Corey Davis. I thought that was pass interference, but there's no call there. Pass broken up. Nobody would have said that. So who knew that like all these guys would come in and give it? Even Max Mitchell. Remember when Max Mitchell was started, right? People were like, hey, the right side of our offensive line is going to be bad. We got Max Mitchell. We got ATV. There's big questions, there. ATV first year as a right guard. Max Mitchell stepping in as a right tackle. He's a rookie. Like what? Max Mitchell was phenomenal. ATV was solid. Phenomenal as well. The big question marks was the left side. Tomlinson, and that looks like offsides. That is offsides. The big question was Tomlinson and Fant on the left side. Those guys were terrible. So we had a lot of young guys step up and give us something extremely quickly. And that bodes well for us, But, again, ATV going down, Breece Hall going down was big as well. He was on fire, right? Then he went down. We have so many huge injuries, Big injuries. But I expect Joe Douglas to address those things this upcoming offseason with the capital we have, But I just think a lot of Jets fans, I get it. We're upset. We missed the playoffs. We were expecting something at one point in this season. We were really wrecking shop, but he's offsides again. Offsides again. Oh, no. That better not be a false start on us. Come on, man. 3rd and 4, we're going to get an offsides call or a false start call? Oh, my goodness. Let me get back to the Savages, man. Val says, what about Quincy Williams? Yeah, for sure. I think Quincy Williams is coming back. For sure. He's played very solid for us. Now, he's had some games, that last game against the Seahawks. He's also had some other games as well where couldn't bring guys down, but he's been very solid for us this year. Venom G says, yes, I see it too. We have a lot of pieces and fully healthy. I can see them doing a lot of damage. Yeah. Val says the Jets matured really fast. Yeah, we did. Mark White says, I'd be scared of this team in the playoffs due to Sulla's I'd be scared of this team in the playoffs due to Sulla's wishy-washy coaching. Joe Flacco dropping back on 3rd and 9. Joe Flacco finding Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson scooting forward, gets a first down. Yeah, that's nice. Nice move there by Johnson. Put his head down, went straight forward. Shogun says we have 4 yards rushing inside of 25 minutes of this game. Yeah. And that was a big thing, too. Our running game has been terrible. We're in a run-first scheme. Our running game has been horrible. We've been so one-sided. It's been insane. Been insane, man. Insane. Come on now. Jets trying to drive down the field here, 1st and 10. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco finding Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson busting, breaking, running. Oh, no, stay on your feet, young man. All right, Garrett Wilson moving down the field, man. I keep telling y'all about this boy. keep telling him. I keep telling him. Dude, he broke like 2-3 tackles. Man. Made 5 dudes miss. Look at that. Get off me. Get off me, son. Get off me. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Jets. They hand the ball off to Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson might have got 2-3 yards off that. Val says, I agree with you on that. The rookies played outstanding. To the fact that we had playoff expectations this year after winning all those games. I had us winning 6 to 7 games this year. Yeah. Val says, the only thing that kills me is we lost 5 games in a row. Yeah, down the stretch. Absolutely, Val. You talking facts. Sandman, salutes to you, Sandman. Happy New Year's to you. Sandman says, Flacco ain't it. We need Nathan Peterman. They hand the ball off to Bam Knight. Bam Knight finds a little bit of seam here. Looks like he got about 3 yards off that. Val says, Garrett Wilson is fire. All he needs to do is work on his balance when running. Shogun says, Garrett Wilson, man. He moves just like a cobra. So slippery. Yep. Val Outlaw says, as Jets fans, we definitely have the right to be upset because we lost 5 games in a row. Back-to-back Lions and Jags team that we were supposed to definitely win. Yeah. Yeah. Now that I can understand being upset about that, right? Losing back-to-back games to the Jags and the Lions. I felt like we were better than them. We should have beat them. But, you know, that loss to the Vikings, again, people talk about the 5 games, but you lose to the Vikings, one of the best teams in the league, and that game was close. It's not like we're getting blown out in these games. The only game that we really looked like we just looked bad down the stretch and we took a loss, and that was the Seahawks game. We just were bad. And Mike White's ribs was jacked up. But, you know, that Vikings game, we lost by 5 points. We were in it. Again, Braxton Berrios catches that ball. That's a W. The Bills game, even though everything was going on, we lost to the Bills 20-12. You know, the Lions, we were there in that game. But that again, the Lions and Jaguars lost back-to-back. That was crushing, especially with our playoff hopes on the line. And then we get blasted by the Seahawks. So, I get it. Venom G says, Joe, what do you think of Becton? Do you think he will turn it around next season? I like Mekhi Becton. I think he's phenomenal. I'm excited for him next season. But I want to say something. Joe Douglas must draft a left tackle in this upcoming draft. He's got to. I like Mekhi Becton, but I don't trust Mekhi Becton. I can't trust Mekhi Becton. I'm sorry. I can't. That injury, the knee issues, I do not want us to go into this upcoming season like we did last season, you know, looking at Mekhi Becton, hoping he's going to be fully healthy. Joe Douglas needs to address the tackle position again, okay? And if you want to put Mekhi Becton back out there at right tackle, fine. If you want to make a left tackle, fine, wherever you put him. But Joe Douglas needs to draft a tackle, you know, in his draft. So I know we've seen workouts. He's been looking good, but I can't trust the injury. And honestly, even without him, I think the Jets need to address the tackle position again. I like Max Mitchell, but if we can get an upgrade in this upcoming draft, and there's guys coming out, we'll be talking about that during draft time, you make it happen. You make it happen. And I like Mekhi Becton a lot, but I just don't know if you can trust him. Man. Come on, Jets. Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make something move. Let's make something shake. Let's make something go. You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 5. New York Jets trying to make something happen here. Trying to drive down the football field, 21-yard line here. Ooh, Joe Flacco letting the ball go to Conklin. That was a really nice catch by Conklin. He caught that ball one-handed. It looked like there could be a flag in there because that Dolphins player was grabbing this other side of him. Oh, actually, he didn't. Wow, Tyler Conklin just with a one-headed catch. Woo! That was a nice catch by Conklin there. Wow. Conklin making things happen. Man, Conklin. moving and shaking. Come on. Michael Carter trying to get around outside. He might have got a yard off that. Mark White says, correct, Val. You see that some of those teams we lost in that 5-game stretch got blown out the next game. Shogun says, Becton is reportedly looking really good. His looks a lot slimmer and a lot faster. A dream come true if he won comeback player of the year. Yeah. Val Outlaw says, that was a good catch. Yeah. 2nd and 9 for the Jets in the red zone here, trying to make some things happen. Joe Flacco dropping back. It's on a screen. That was just blown up on 2nd and 9. That screen play. Oh, goodness. Val Outlaw says he most definitely has to draft a left tackle. Yeah. Man, oh, man. Come on, man. Jumpin' Joe says, nice catch by Conklin. Yeah. Man. It's going to be a lot of things moving and shaking, man. The Jets offensive line has got to get figured out. I would get rid of – I tell you what. Connor McGovern, he could go. The only guy that I think should be back or could be back from – the guys that are out there today, even, Fant, Dwayne Brown. Man, let me tell you something. I could see us moving on from those guys. The only guy is probably Tomlinson, and the only reason I think Tomlinson is going to be here is because of his contract. It's going to be very expensive to get rid of him. I think it's like 8-something million, 8.5 I think it is if they cut him or something like that, but he's been bad too. Jets try to hand the ball off there to get a run. Couldn't get nothing going there. Mayberry, salutes to you. Good to see you in here. Mayberry says, nice catch, Tyler Conklin. Yep. Shogun says he can draft a left tackle, but not too high. Huh. Man, let me tell you, I wouldn't be against it. Even if it's high, I wouldn't be against it. A tackle or a guard, I wouldn't be against it. There's a lot of things he can do, too. I mean, there's a lot of people talking about ATV moving out to tackle. We've seen it. I would not be against him drafting a tackle high. Not at all. Zerline lines up for a field goal, and we hit it. All right. We're on the board. Baby. 3-3. You know me. 3-3. You know me. Venom G says, what about a guard? Drafting a guard in this upcoming draft? I think they'll do it. I don't think they'll do it high, though. Unless they get rid of Tomlinson and there's a hole there, I don't think they draft a guard. I think they'll probably keep ATV at right guard, excuse me. I think they'll Tomlinson at left guard. Center could open up because, again, Connor McGovern has not been good either at all. So if they move on from him, we could see us take a center. But that tackle position, left tackle or right tackle, I think opens up. So I could see the Jets, again, addressing this offensive line in a major way. If you cannot run the football, which we can't, if you cannot run the football because your guys can't open up holes up front, your offense is going to fall apart. This Shanahan offense just falls apart. And we'll become a throw-first team. And y'all seen how the offense looks when we're throw-first. Shogun says, we got ATV in it unless you cut Tomlinson. No. If you cut Tomlinson, you draft Voorhees. Yeah. That's what I talk. Venom G says, Tomlinson is trash and get a center. Shogun says, linebacker is also a glaring issue. Yep. Linebacker, safety as well. We're going to be moving on from Joyner. So, excuse me, we'll see. Curvin says, does LaFleur have any plays to the end zone? We're just not getting it done, man. We're not getting in the end zone. We had our chance there, you know. Oh, man. We'll figure it out. You know. We'll get it moving. We'll get it shaking. Come on. Come on, Jets. You know? Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. Let's make it happen. All right? We got some things going. Hawkeye says they are saying next year's draft class is pretty weak. I hope they trade up if need be, to get the guys they want. Yeah, you know, we got to make some moves, man. We got to make things happen. But at the same time, you know, people be saying that a lot. There's weak draft classes here, weak draft classes there, you know. So we'll see. Be a lot of moving and shaking. Oh, we kick it out the back of the end zone there. All right. Come on. Venom G says, hopefully Davis develops into a good safety. Ashton Davis? Nah, bro. No. He might be a good backup, maybe a decent guy for special teams, but we haven't seen anything out of him so far. Next to nothing. Haven't seen anything. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Jets, let's get a stop defensively here. First and 10 for the Dolphins. Trying to drive down. Thompson finds Gesicki, who I think he got 9 yards. Yeah. Come on. They got about 2 minutes before the half, or a minute and some change before the half, excuse me. Come on. Second and one for the Dolphins after Gesicki catching the football for 9 yards. Let's get a stop here. Let's get a stop. All right. Thompson dropping back. Thompson finds a wide receiver who's moving and shaking, gets down to the 50. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, I'll come to the Savages in a second. Come on. 45. Clock's ticking, 43 seconds left. Skyler lets a ball go, and it goes out of bounds on 1st and 10 with 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Come on. Let's go. Let's get a stop. You know? Let's get a stop. Man. Shogun says, Joe, Jamal Adams 3 years ago today said he would win Defensive Player of the Year within the next 3 years. And Jamal Adams is a bum, man. He's a bum. I look upon that situation with fond memories when I was telling people I couldn't wait for him to get out of here. Uh-oh. Big sack. Big sack by Quincy Williams. Big sack by Quincy Williams, getting it done. Hey. Sent him on the blitz, and he went and got it done. Boom. Brought him down. Boom. Let's go. And they're gonna take that into the locker room. They're going to take that into the locker room. Man. Let's go. Let's go. Halftime, 3-3. All right. Things have been looking all right for us. Okay. Things have been looking all right for us. We got to wake up offensively. We got to. All right. We got to put some points up on the board. But yeah, Jamal Adams is a bum. All right. I remember I told people to get rid of him. I was telling everybody the Jets have got to move on from him. A lot of hate and vitriol my way. A lot of people said I wasn't a Jets fan, told me I was stupid. Oh man, I remember that. Joe, oh my God, I can't believe you're saying that, Joe. Joe? Oh, Joe? Joe, you're so Joe, why would we get rid of Jamal Adams, Joe? Why? He wants to be a Jet, Joe. Very few players have wanted to be Jets for their life. Give him anything he wants, Joe. Joe, you're so Joe, you're so stupid. Joe, I can't believe you're saying this, Joe. I forgot who it was, man. There was a person that said, Joe, I can't believe you're saying this. This is the reason why we can't keep good players here. Because of people like you, Jets fans like you, that just want to run them out of here. Oh, Joe, that's the main problem with you, Joe. You just hate Jamal Adams, Joe. That's what it is. What is your beef with him? I have no problem with Jamal Adams. I just saw the writing on the wall. I know who he is. And I told everybody this. I was telling people that for a straight year. A year before we did it, I said, you got to get Jamal Adams out of here. This guy, dude, he don't want to be here. He don't. He a front runner. He's not going to be down with the rebuild. He's not going to do any. He's going to do anything he can do to blow the situation up and get us up out of here. That's what he's going to do. You know? So, nah. You know what I mean? Man, oh man. So, but look where he's at and look what we got for him. All right? And like I said, we were closer to being a winning team, to competing for big things without him than we ever be with him. Okay? And that's where we're at. And I literally everything that I said we should do, get rid of Jamal Adams, use that capital to help your offense. And look what we got. ATV, Williams, or ATV, Garrett Wilson, all that stuff. With all the capital we got from Jamal Adams, the trades and moves we've been able to make for overrated box safety. And look what he's done in Seattle. Nothing. Those fans in Seattle can't stand him. Oh, Joe, you're so stupid, Joe. That's the problem. This is a terrible take, Joe. Joe, oh, my God. Don't get me, oh, man. I when I tell you I was crying, laughing, oh, man. Told people that for a year. Let me get back to the Savage. Joe, I could go on forever, okay? Joe, oh, God, Joe. Joe, come on. I remember when I told people that Marcus May was a better safety than Jamal Adams. And I told people that for years. And Joe, oh, come on, man. Marcus May's not better. Yes, he is. He's a better safety. But what about the sacks? Is Jamal, is he defensive end or does he play safety? Okay. Sacks, that's great. But he can't cover to save his life. I think he only had one pick his entire career here. Come on. Getting cooked in coverage. Joe, oh God, Joe. Shogun salutes. Shogun. Let me get back to the Savages, man. Let me get back to you. I don't want to. Shogun says, meanwhile, Jamal Adams hasn't played in like 2 years. Phillips says, bring in Frank Wright as the offensive coordinator. There's been a lot of talk about that as well. We'll be talking about that in an upcoming show too. I'm pretty sure I'll be having a live radio show Friday, okay? We're probably going to have a live radio show Friday, all right? 7 p.m. Eastern. That's just for y'all, you know what I mean? We're going to be talking about the Jets, the season, all this stuff. We're going to be talking about coaching, all of it, all right? So be there, be square, you know? Shogun says, Joe, I remember. Oh my goodness. Shogun says, Joe, I remember telling you a hysterical hot take that some kid said we should have traded Mekhi Becton and drafted B'nai Sewell, and that Chuma Edoga was a generational franchise long-term left tackle. He said, I've never seen you laugh harder. Oh my goodness. I know I had a good laugh with that one. Especially Chuma. I told people that Chuma was trash. I told people that. He's an SC. I watched him. It's trash. Oh. Val Outlaw says you Chuma Toga was a generational left. Oh my goodness. Val Outlaw, you got me crying. Oh man. Val Outlaw says, he tweeted after the Jets game. He said that we was awfully quiet. Yeah, I saw something like he was like, "You're awfully quiet." My mentions have been awfully quiet since the Jets, lost. And then somebody hit him back and said, "Well, it's not like you did anything. You weren't even out there." And he said something like, "Well, you know what? That's why y'all got your ass beat again." He's just ridiculous. Like he's doing so great in Seattle. He's just amazing. No, they did something stupid. They traded for him, gave away a bunch of capital. Then they gave him this contract that is literally hamstringing them. That's why I said you don't pay box safeties the way that they paid him. And he's really hurt their rebuild, which they're trying to do. Look, go on over to Seattle, man. Enjoy yourself. Oh, Joe, I cannot believe you're saying get rid of Jamal Adams, Joe. Joe, are you serious? Joe, this is the coldest take you've ever had. I can't believe it, Joe. Mayberry says this year is an improving year for the Jets. Next year will be the Jets healthy team, and we will make the postseason next season. We'll see. Val Allah says, don't get me wrong, I did love Jamal Adams, but how he handled the whole situation was terrible. Don't get me wrong, that Adam Gaze error was terrible, but still no excuse how he handled it. He literally told a random Cowboys fan in a parking lot while being videotaped, while being recorded, that he was trying to actively become a Dallas Cowboy. And this was while he was on the Jets. The guy asked him, hey, Jamal, why don't you come to the Cowboys? He said, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Oh, my God. There was no coming back. There was no coming back from that. All because Joe Douglas saw and knew exactly what I saw and knew. Can you imagine if we would have actually given Jamal Adams the type of money he was asking for? Do y'all know he wanted like over $20 million a season as a safety? Do y'all know that? That is, at that time, at that point, that was insane. That's insane money for a safety, a box safety. That's insane. Can you imagine if we would have? That's why I'm so thankful that Joe Douglas is our general manager, because if it was Mike Maccagnan would have did it. Because he was just, oh my God. Can you imagine him, that attitude, the nonsense, and us being hamstringed with him with that $20 million a year? What? Oh, man. Shogun, Jets fan. Joe, you are out of your mind. You're so dumb. Jamal Adams is the face of our franchise. Fake fan. That's exactly what they said to me. Joe, you don't know what you're talking about, Joe. Oh my God, you're so stupid. This is the worst take ever. Oh, awful take, Joe. Awful take. Shogun says Joe responds with salutes to you and eat a shoe. Thanks for watching. Oh, Shogun. Those are good. That was a good one. Salutes to you. Eat a shoe. I'm gonna start saying that. Joe, you're so stupid. Oh, Hawkeye says, I know the Jets took a step forward this year, but we look better at the end of last year. Yeah. You know, we just gotta figure out how to finish. That's the big thing. You know, hopefully again we come back next year, we're healthier. Things look better for us, and I think we'll really be able to get things rolling. Oh, man. Joe, oh God, Joe, not again. Not I told people time, and you know what's crazy? You go back, and I'm telling you, and you can hear me. I literally said when I first started telling people that, right? I'll never forget the first time that I told people. I thought about this. Listen. It's not. I don't just be saying crazy stuff. All right. I analyzed the situation. I looked at us and I said, hey, to make this football team better, of course you're gonna get rid of Adam Gase. But we were in such a hole with such a lack of talent at impact positions. That's why I always say impact positions. I said, bro, we gonna have to get rid of Jamal Adams. There's no way you can keep him. One, because we don't have enough talent. We have to get rid of these guys at these non-impact positions to get guys in here, pass rushers, corners like Sauce, right? Guys that are making impact. We're in a rebuild. We're not a finished product. We're in a rebuild. You have to address impact positions in a rebuild. You have to. We couldn't do that. So somebody's got to be the sacrificial lamb. And guess what? And I told people in the McCagnon era, all the mistakes that he's making today, you will pay for it tomorrow. I told people that. And nobody wanted to listen to me. They just kept swiping that credit card. Just keep swiping it. Eventually, you're going to have to pay the bill, dog. You have to pay the bill. And guess what? Jamal Adams, he's about to be our payment. And I told people, get rid of him. He's gone, okay? Not only is he gone because he has to be gone, we need him to be gone. He's gone because I knew he was not going to stick around to rebuild again. He was not going to do it. He was not going to stick through another rebuild. That's not who Jamal Adams is. And I knew that. I'll never forget during that era. This is when I was like, oh, you guys are out of your mind if you think he's going to stay here. We lost a game. I think it was during our bye week. And the Jets did this, some type of like little documentary on Jamal Adams, like following him through the bye week or the season or whatever. And he was sitting at a bar and he had a Jets hat on. And I'll never forget, he was drinking something brown. And he put his hands on his forehead and he went like this. And I saw the hat come up and he just looked like he wanted to jump. If there was a bridge, he would have jumped off it. I'm telling you, he was through. He was not going to sit through another season or another 2 seasons of getting better. No matter what he told y'all on Twitter, he was never going to do that. He's not going to do that. He's not going to grind with you. No, Jamal Adams wants to come there when the finished product is there, and he wants to win. He's not going to sit with you through losing. That's not him. And he showed you. He showed you. Val Outlaw says, Joe got those receipts. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Those were crazy times. Yeah. Crazy, crazy times. Jets got the ball. Third quarter. We're getting it moving. They hand the ball off here to Bam Knight. Bam Knight runs for a couple yards. Val Outlaw says we would have been messed up. Yeah, we would have been. We would have been in bad situation. With that contract and Jamal Adams here, and oh my goodness, you talk about a circus, we would have, oh my goodness, it would have been so bad. My goodness, it would have been bad. Christopher Phillips says, if we can't get Paris Johnson in the draft, I want Bijan Robinson. Yeah, we might. Ooh, Joe Flacco just took a shot there on 2nd and 8. He's able to get up, though. All right. Man. Val Outlaw says, we had a lot of holes to fill, still do, but that time was really bad. Yeah, it was. And what made it worse was that the coaching was so bad that it didn't allow you to know what type of talent you had. You had no clue because the coaching gaze in that era was so bad that we couldn't figure out what we had offensively. It was literally a waste of 2 years. He just wasted 2 years. Oh my God, the Jets have to call a timeout on 3rd and 8. Flacco looks directly over at the sideline. Oh man. Wow. He looked directly over at the sideline like, what in the world is going on out here? Wow. Immediately. What is happening? What are y'all calling? What's going on? Come on. Whew. Mark White says, do you think we make the playoffs this year if we kept Darnold? I want to say yes. I'm not saying that we would be astoundingly better, but we would have been, I believe personally, that we would have been better. Because Sam Darnold was way better than Zach Wilson, and he had way less to work with. Not even close. Flacco letting the ball go to Tyler Conklin on 3rd and 8. Tyler got close, but not enough. Yeah. Christopher Phillips said Christopher Phillips, and also salutes you, Christopher Phillips. Happy New Year's to you and your family. Christopher says, I said we should have gotten Doug Peterson as our coach. Right now, we need to replace our current coaching staff and go get Sean Payton. Yeah, I hear you. Chris. There's a lot of people out here that want to chase Sean Payton. I just do not think he's going to come here. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's realistic. I think we get fired up about coaches and players and all that stuff, and then it don't happen. My whole deal is this. Sulla has been very solid, all right? There have been some moments that have been frustrating. I'm not going to lie about that. But he's been good. And not only that, he's completely changed the culture of this franchise and football team, right? There was a time when we weren't a free agent destination. Players didn't want to come here. There was a time when certain players didn't even want to get drafted here, right? And since he's come here, along with Joe Douglas, that has turned around. There are players on this football team, impact players, Whitehead, Quan Alexander, I talked about it, CJ Uzama, other guys, right, that have come here and literally said the reason why I signed to be here is because of Coach Sulla. DJ Reed, one of the better corners in the league, right? Pro Bowl alternate, should be a Pro Bowler, but he's a Pro Bowl alternate, okay, right? He said, hey, I came here because Sulla's here. So I get the frustration, right? But again, we're in year 2 of the rebuild. You know, year 3, next year, the expectations will rise. We'll raise, okay? They'll raise. Shogun says, this QB duel is horrible. We're putting a dinosaur up against a clown. Damn. Damn, you know? Damn. All right. Shogun says LaFleur is going to drive me up the wall. What is with these short passes on 3rd and long? I don't know. Shogun says, yeah, real smart. Get rid of Sulla after he was basically dragging us to the playoffs without a QB and with a ton of injuries. Also changing the culture. This entire league would laugh at us. Yeah. And you know what's even crazier? If you fire Sulla after year 2, any coach around the league is definitely not going to look at you as a destination. They're going to say, hey, you guys don't even give people the chance to complete a plan. You're firing people in year 2. I'm not coming there. That was the big thing. Remember, that was the big thing after Gaze. They were like, hey, you guys had Gaze for 2 years. You fired him. And we were like, bro, are you guys not watching Gaze? And we were not a destination because of that. There was a lot of people saying that coaches can't come here and survive. And Gaze was horrible, but that was one of the narratives of why the Jets would have issues attracting coaches. And Robert Sulla looked at us and said, hey, we're going to go. Anybody remember how panicked people were when he went to Philadelphia and took that meeting? And everybody was like, oh, my God, he's going to end up in Philly. We've done it again. We've kicked ourselves again. We shot ourselves in the foot again. And then he signed. So let's not do that. Are there things that could be improved? Yes. Michael Floyd, could he be better? Yes. There's been some game management issues with Sulla as well this season. That Lions game, horrific game management. All right? Don't call timeouts like you saving them up to use them for the rest of the season, But guess what? He's had some great moments here. He's been more good than bad, all right? Way more good than bad. All right. Dolphins coming out, running the ball on 2nd and 1. They get a first down. Alex says, Joe, they need Oh, my goodness. People will just Alex says, Joe, I'm coming to savages, man. I love going back and forth with y'all, bro. I love it. This is what I do this for. Really enjoy y'all. Really enjoy talking to y'all. Dolphins on 1st and 10. Skyler finds a tight end. He maybe got 8 yards off of that. Alex, salutes to you, Alex, as well. Happy New Year to you and your family. I'm having a tough time with the New Year holiday stuff. He says, Joe, they just need to put Zach in. At least he can get out of the pocket and create plays. Yeah, but he'll throw an interception. He can get out the pocket. Now, where that's going, who knows? But they don't want to put Zach Wilson in. They don't, because they do not want him having to go out there and continue to rock his confidence. Thompson hands the ball off to a Dolphins running back who completely runs over a Jets defender and keeps rolling. He might have got 10 yards off that run. Woo, that was a physical run by Mozart. A physical run. Wow. Look at this. Boom. Oh, he ran over Whitehead. Wow. Woo. He put the hit stick on him. Boom, ran straight through him. Wow. Mark White says, why can't we switch up? 2 short passes, 2 tight ends, and get a first down? Yeah. Boycott says, this is why I can't stand Jets fans. Why? But Boycott, let me, do you can't stand Jets fans because they want to get rid of their coaching staff? Tell me why you can't stand Jets fans. I want to hear your take. Mark White says, problem is Zach can't read the field and the Finns blitz. With our O-line, Zach will be hurt. Yeah. Shogun says the Jets fan base is a 2-sided war zone. This fan base is also heartless and delusional. Damn. Oh my goodness. Woo. Hey, Shogun he's speaking his mind. And I respect it. He's speaking his mind. It's a savage, man. All right. Dolphins run the football on 1st and 10 again. Jumpin' Joe says, those Miami cheerleaders look so nice and tan. Oh, okay. Jumpin' Joe keeping his eyes on the prize. I respect it. I respect it. All right. Christopher says, it's better to cut bait early. There is no way Robert Sulla will win a Super Bowl. I mean, but you don't know that, right? You don't know that. I hear what you're saying. I understand you want to get rid of Robert Sulla, and I understand your take, right? But there's no way you don't know that. You don't. We were 6-3 with a really bad quarterback in Zach Wilson, or Zach Wilson playing really bad at quarterback. I'm not going to say he's because I don't want to close the door on him. I don't. I think the kid has talent. He's just got to figure some things out. I'm not saying he should be the Jet starter before you start tweeting at me. Oh, Joe. No. I'm not saying he should be the Jet starter, but we were 6-3, 6-4 at one point, and this team was playing extremely well. We beat some good teams, so we have a chance. 3rd and 5. The Dolphins trying to find a way. Bryce Huff with the pressure, and it forces Skyler to throw the football out of bounds. That should have been holding. Look at this Dolphins tackle. He grabbed the back of his jersey. He grabbed the back of Huff's jersey. What is what is going on? How is that not a call? I don't get it. Man. They're going to line up to kick a field goal from 59 yards away. Oh, man. Jets put the punt return team out there. Had to call a timeout to bring out the field goal. Man. Boycott also salutes to you. Happy holidays and happy New Year's to you and your family. Man. Boycott says, what happened this year that indicates that Sulla can't win a Super Bowl? He's speaking to Christopher. He says the 4 Pro Bowlers, the 1,000-yard wide receiver in 7 years, doubling wins every year. You know, I hear everybody's take and I respect it. I don't agree that anything that we saw this year says that Sulla can't win a Super Bowl here. I just think, again, things take time. And, you know, Boycott brought up some great things there. We did have 4 Pro Bowlers. Garrett Wilson did have over 1,000 yards this year. I didn't know it was 7 years since we've had a guy. I knew it's been a long time, and that is a long time. And, yeah, we've doubled those wins. So next year's a playoff year. The Dolphins actually are going for it now on 4th and 5, and they get it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. That is crazy. They went for it on 4th and 5 after bringing out the field goal team. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Cornstool salutes to you. Happy holidays to you and your family. He says prayers to Damar Hamlin and his family. Absolutely. Yeah. Hearing a lot of things about him being better. He spoke with his team. They said they put him on the live stream, and he showed him, he's recovering. So that's good to see, good to hear. I wish him nothing but the best. Him and his family. Devastating injury. Crazy. Boycott says, I can't stand Jets fans because they'd rather follow a narrative over reason. That's why we get rid of coaches and QBs so rapidly. Ooh. Yeah, Boycott speaking his mind. Skylar Thompson finds a tight end and Quincy Williams able to bring him down quickly. Man. Boy, oh boy. Man. Tyreek Hill is so upset. He's getting locked up. So upset, man. He pushed Sauce at the end of the play. Come on. Come on. All right. Christopher Phillips says, this is Rex Ryan all over again. Did Rex win? No. He came close. No quarterback. Those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat. The Dolphins on an end around and Mostert runs for for 20-something yards. Easy first down for the Dolphins. What is going on out here? Let me get back to the Savages. Phillips says, this is Rex Ryan all over again. Did Rex win? No. He came close. No quarterback. Those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. Constantly changing offensive coordinators. Drafting flawed quarterbacks. It's the same thing. Okay, Chris, I hear your take, and I respect it. But we haven't changed our offensive coordinator. It's the same guy, Mike LaFleur, right? Same guy since Sulla's been here. The difference between Sulla and Rex is pretty drastic. All right. Here's the deal. When Rex Ryan was here, Rex Ryan, and I'm being completely honest, and everyone knows I love Rex more than any other coach that has coached the Jets. All right. Well, it's kind of tied. Him and Herman Moore. I really, really like Herman Moore, but Rex was my guy. All right. I love Rex. Rex was not interested, okay, in investing to truly help the quarterback, and you could see it. All right. He wasn't interested in grooming quarterbacks here. He wasn't. Because look what they gave Mark Sanchez. After those 2 AFC championship years, we just fell off of a cliff. We had issues rebuilding. That is not what we're seeing here. All right? Everybody wants to blame Zach Wilson being bad on Sulla or the staff. You can't blame that on them. All right? Sometimes guys are just bad. We did everything that we could possibly do to ensure that Zach Wilson would succeed here. That's a fact. Look at it. Look at all of the talent that we infused this offense with, right? Mekhi Becton was drafted for who? Zach Wilson, our starting quarterback, right? The table was set for him, all right? So they had Mekhi Becton here, right? They had other guys here already in place. Then we draft Zach Wilson. Okay, we bring him into the fold. All right, we got him. He's in the building. All right, guess what? You then turn around and you look at the situation we continue to infuse talent. Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, C.J. Uzama, Tyler Conklin. Right, we go get Laken Thompson, who we thought would be better than he is, but they went and got a left guard. Right, we got all of this. We infused this team with talent. Elijah Moore. All these guys are here to help Zach Wilson. The coaching is there. LaFleur's not the greatest, but he damn sure ain't Adam Gase, right? And he ain't some of the other bad offensive coordinators like Rex had. Rex had some bad offensive coordinators, right? It's not the same. It's not the same. The situation is not the same here. And Rex was unbelievable. But to say that, like, the offense is set up the same way or that they haven't tried to help Zach or put him in the same position, it's not the same thing. It's not the same. The situation is not the same. Let me tell you something. There's no excuse for Zach Wilson being bad. We can blame it on LaFleur and the play calling, but if you look at LaFleur and the play calling, there's guys open. How do we excuse Zach Wilson how do we excuse him missing guys that are open on screen passes? How? You can't. Let me get back to this game. Ooh, John Franklin Myers with a big play right there. Big loss by the Dolphins. 2nd and 21. 2nd and 21 for the Dolphins on a big loss. Skyler dropping back, finding a wide receiver for a couple yards. Look, I hear you. But you cannot blame, listen, you can't say that Zach Wilson has not been given the tools to succeed here. That is not the truth. Zach Wilson is bad because he's bad. Just bad. He's bad. If you want to knock Joe Douglas for drafting him, okay. If that's what you want to do. But let's keep it real. Again, I'm objective, right? And I'm fair and balanced. I remember when Zach Wilson was drafted. And every Jets fan, pretty much, right? 1 second. Dolphins dropping back on 3rd and 16. Thompson looks to almost get sacked. Ooh. Tyreek Hill. Thompson let the ball off. Almost got to Tyreek Hill, but Quincy Williams was there to break it up. It is 4th and 16. What a stop by the Jets defense. Let me tell you something. I remember when Zach Wilson was drafted, okay? I remember that night. And I remember Jets fans across social media everywhere were saying the Jets had drafted the best quarterback in the draft. I remember that. And at that time, and I still do, if you ask me, I wanted Justin Fields. Everybody knows that too. That's documented. We did shows. Nobody's going to go back and be like, oh, Joe, you take. No, yes. I wanted Justin Fields. Me. Okay? I wanted Justin Fields. All right? But I was happy with Zach Wilson. So, sometimes you just miss. That's how it happens. Dolphins lining up for the 37-yard attempt. And he kicks and hits. He kicks and hits. All right. 6-3. 6-3. So, but I think comparing the two is tough. Comparing the two is tough, especially, again, when Sulla has yet to have the type of success that Rex had, okay? And I'm not saying that Sulla can't do it. I'm just saying he has not done it yet. Rex was unbelievable, Boycott says, I never watched Zach. All I saw was a guy who rarely played competition and rarely faced pressure. I wanted Fields, and a few years ago I wanted Lamar. You know what's crazy, Boycott? We're on the same page. I was one of the guys that was screaming for Lamar Jackson because I didn't think we were getting Sam Darnold. At the time, people were talking to me about Sam Darnold and saying, oh, Joe, we should try to move up. And I was like, the Browns aren't going to be stupid enough to pass on Sam Darnold. I'm a SC guy. Fight on, right? I was like, the Browns aren't going to be stupid enough to pass on Sam Darnold. Come on. I'm not even entertaining that. And I don't want Baker Mayfield. I don't want to have him. I don't want to deal with him at all. And his attitude, I thought he was way overrated. I'm like, there's no way. Right? No way. And Sam fell into our laps. I wanted to draft Lamar Jackson. You know what's crazy, Boycott? When I was talking about drafting Lamar Jackson, there were people saying, Lamar Jackson's going to be a wide receiver. He's not a quarterback in this league. If you think I'm lying, go back. Y'all can Google this. There were people coming to me saying, Lamar Jackson is a wide receiver. He is not going to be a good quarterback in this league. He doesn't have the arm. He doesn't have the accuracy. He can't read a defense. And I said, bruh, y'all must be crazy. Do you see what this guy's doing? All right, with them birds. Do y'all see what he's doing out there? The Ravens got themselves a steal. All right, I think he went bottom of the first. The boy's he's won an MVP before. I'm telling you, I remember. Okay? I remember that. I remember. But yeah, I wanted Lamar, and yes, I wanted Justin Fields. But here we are with, Carl Lawson twisted the ankle of Thompson. He felt it too. Let me get back to these Savages, man. I'm going to come to y'all. I like going back and forth. And I hear everybody's perspectives and take. I understand it. But, So, boop. Mark White, salutes to you. He says, Zach was coddled with his street ball antics. And now when he's been asked to learn to be a pro QB, it's simple tasks for an NFL QB have become a mental block at this moment. Yeah. He's so used to just running outside and chucking a football up and having a wide receiver just go get it. That's what he just reverts back to all the time. You can't do that. You can't do that in the league. This isn't Coastal Carolina. These guys, everybody in here can play. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. First and 10. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco letting it go to Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson bringing it in for 15 yards. Nice. Cornstool says, Joe, first off, salutes and happy holidays and happy new year to you, Cornstool. Cornstool says, Joe, are you old enough to remember the New York Jets, the New York Sack Exchange, Klecko and Gastineau? No, I'm not. I've heard about him. I've watched him, I've watched tape of him, but no, I wasn't around then. Joe Flacco pitching the ball out to Bam Knight. Bam Knight moving, scooting through. Bam Knight got about 5 yards there and got body slammed. Hit by John Jenkins, man. That John Jenkins just rocked him. That John Jenkins will rock you. Got to look out for him. That's a strong name, John Jenkins. Can you imagine that? You in class, calls out your name, John Jenkins. No, ma'am, my name is John Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? It's a strong name. Second and six for the New York Jets, trying to drive down the football field, 45-yard line. They hand the ball off again tonight. Knight might have got back to the line of scrimmage. It's now third down for the Jets. 3rd and 5. Come on, Jets offense. We've got to get things moving and shaking, man. Come on. Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. 3rd and 5. Come on, Jets. Let's convert. Let's get a first down. Joe Flacco dropping back, coming out the shotgun. Flacco finds Garrett Wilson again. 7 yards and a first down. First down, Jets. Excuse me. Man. The Jets are making things happen, man. We are making things happen. All right? We're doing it, and we're doing it moving. Garrett Wilson's a beast, man. He's a beast. You're talking facts, Mayberry. Said Garrett Wilson's a beast. He absolutely is. He's already got 62 yards in this game. All right. Joe Flacco dropping back here. Joe Flacco finds Garrett Wilson again. Garrett Wilson moving, scooting through, and gets a first down. Ball comes out, but he was already down. He's already down. It's a flag down on the field as well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on now. Come on. Holding on the Jets. That's going to bring it back, and you guessed it. Holding on 68. Man, I think that's Rimmers. So that takes away a good play there. Here I am. Man. Bad, oh, bad, oh, bad. All that wiped away by Rimmers. Come on, Jets. Come on, man. Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. Mike McDaniels has thrown a challenge flag. They're going to say Mike McDaniels was trying to say that he wasn't down by contact and that they recovered the football. The big question is, though, I think Garrett Wilson was touched before he went down and the ball came loose because his knee was down at one point too. His knee hit the dirt. It's going to be interesting to see how they rule this here. I wouldn't be surprised if they screw the Jets because we always get worked over by the refs. But let's put a poll up here. Do you think the refs will screw us over? All right. Do you think the refs will screw the Jets and call this a fumble? I want to know your thoughts on this. The poll is up now. Let me know. Vote up. Do you think the refs will screw the Jets and call this a fumble? Let me know. Again, this is anonymous, okay? When you vote, I can't see who's voting. I can't see nothing. All right? All I can see is the results. It is anonymous. completely anonymous. I always have to say that. People will be like, oh, Joe, no, I can't see nothing. It's anonymous. You know, if you got 3 accounts and you come back and vote yes, no, and then yes again, I won't be able to know. It's all anonymous. It's all anonymous. I don't know. Vote up. Do you think the referees will screw the Jets here and call this a fumble? We're going to close the poll soon. All right. In 3, 2, we're going to call it in 1. We're going to close right now. Close this poll here. All right. We're closing it. And 100% says no. All right. We're bringing the call in. And they ruled it down by contact. Okay. Down by contact. They gave it to us. Dolphins lose a timeout. I will take it. All right. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, man. Come on, Jets. 1st and 20 after the holding call by Rimmers. 1st and 20. Flacco drops back. Flacco finds Garrett Wilson again for yardage. And, man, if he wouldn't have been tripped up by Howard, boy, whoo. It is now 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 after that 11-yard pitch and catch by Flacco. 2nd and 9. Here I am, doing everything I can. Come on. Garrett Wilson already got 73 yards. It is 2nd and 9. The Jets are moving. Hand the ball off to Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson maybe got about 2-3 yards off that. Come on. Mayberry says Garrett Wilson's a beast. That's a fact. Let's go. Man. Come on. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for the New York Jets. All right. On the Dolphins 45. Come on. Let's get 7. Let's go. He gets the ball to Wilson again for a first down. Again. This boy Garrett Wilson is going to work. Jumpin' Joe says Wilson's the best wide receiver on the field. That's a fact. Shogun says, stop running the ball. It's obviously not working. Man. Come on. 1st and 10 for the Jets. Moving on down the field. At the 34-yard line, at the Dolphins 34, they hand the ball off to Michael Carter, and it just goes nowhere. Man, this Jets running game is nothing. It's poops. This Jets running game is poops right now. Jeez Louise. That's just bad, man. It's just bad. We have 24 yards rushing. Terrible. 24 yards rushing total. Get on your feet. Man. Come on. Whew. Mayberry says, offensive rookie of the year. Yeah, Garrett Wilson should be. He should be the offensive rookie of the year. People are talking about Kenneth Walker being that guy now, I think. But Garrett Wilson should absolutely be the offensive rookie of the year. Shogun says, Mike LaFleur says, no, run up the middle, damn it. It's too good. Man, this running game is bad. I think we got like 24 yards total. Ty Johnson has 1 yard. Michael Carter has 3 yards. This Jets running game is putrid. Putrid. It's too bad. It's too damn bad. Come on, man. We got to get it together. We got to step it up. We've got to do something. We cannot continue to flounder like this offensively. Come on. Come on, Jets. Jeez Louise, man. Wow. Come on, Jets. Let's get it moving. Let's get it shaking. Let's make something happen, man. Jumpin' Joe says, first game against Miami, we had 5 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, we went off on them. But we are not getting it done today. Not on the ground. No, sir. No, sir. We are not getting it done. I want to see us, get into the end zone here. Man. All right. Jets offense back out on that field. We back out on that field. Come on. Joe Flacco dropping back, trying to get out. Joe Flacco, throw the ball across his body. Got it to Ruckert. Jeremy Ruckert. There's a guy we don't see much. Ooh. Shogun says, that's an embarrassing stat. The Jets haven't scored a touchdown in over 2 hours of game time. Yep. I think it's 27 possessions they haven't scored a touchdown. It's terrible. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the Jets, trying to get down the football field. Trying to get it rolling. Trying to get in the red zone. Trying to finish with a touchdown here. Come on, Jets. Come on. Oh, got an O-lineman in motion? Why don't you just tell him you trying to run the ball? Bam Knight getting through, gets a first down. Found a hole, was able to squeeze through and get a first down there. Man. Come on. Man. Man, come on. Let's go. They hand the ball off to Knight, and he gets stopped in the backfield on 1st and 10. He probably lost about 3 yards there. Come on, Jets. Mayberry says, finish strong, Jets. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's get amped up. Let's roll. Come on, Jets. Get it done. Get it done. Come on. 4th quarter, 2nd and 12. Let's make something happen. Let's get it done. Come on, Jets. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco letting it go to Corey Davis, but he was rushed. There was a corner coming. Oh, man. There was a corner on the way. Let me tell you. Come on. 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 for the Jets. Trying to get back down. Trying to get back into the end zone. Get rolling. Come on. 3-6. Let's go. Let's spoil the Dolphins' playoff hopes. Let's get this first down. Might have been an offsides right there. It is an offsides call. I think it's an offsides call on the Dolphins. Come on. Let's get it moving. Let's get it shaking. Let's make it happen. False start on the Jets. Wow. False start on Rimmers. Holding call on Rimmers. False start on Rimmers. This guy's a drive killer. Come on. This stinks. It stinks. Come on, Jets. 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17 for the New York Jets. Come on. Oh. Joe, he handed the ball off to Ty Johnson on 3rd and 17. They're playing for a field goal here. It's 4th down for the Jets. Ty Johnson got some yardage, 12 yards on that run. 4th and 5. Come on. 4th and 35-yard attempt, for Zerline. 35-yard attempt. He's going to kick here. Boop. And Zerline hits it. We got 6 overall. All right. Tied up. Tied up, gentlemen. Tied up. Tied up. Okay. Interesting. 6-6. Mayberry says 6-6. Fire. I can hear the sarcasm, Mayberry. I can hear it. Oh. I can feel the sarcasm. All right. Oh, man. All right. Do you think the Jets defense will get a turnover on this drive? I want to know. Vote up, polls up. Man, oh, man. That's what we need. We need a turnover here. We need a turnover. Jets defense has got to get us the ball back here so that we can close the season out strong. Do you think it will happen? Do you think the Jets defense will get a turnover here? Let me know. This game has been one for the ages, okay? One for the ages, all right? Again, we'll be having a live radio show Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be discussing, outcome of this game as well. We're going to be discussing the coaching. We're going to be discussing the Jets. It's off-season time for us, and we're going to be discussing quite a bit. So, oh, man. Oh, and if you're new, ! Links in the chat. Please like the stream as well. Share it with your friends and your family across your social media. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. ! Links. That brings up my link tree. Has links to all of my social media platforms as well as all of my YouTube pages. All right. Vote up, vote up. Will the Jets defense get a turnover on this drive? Vote up, vote up, vote up. We're going to close it after we see what the results of this kickoff is here. 11:59 left in the fourth quarter. We kicked the ball out of bounds. Dolphins offense is taking the field. All right, we're going to close the poll in 3, 2, 1. We're going to close the poll. We're closing it. It is split down the middle, okay? 50% of the Savages say yes, we will get a turnover. 50% of the Savages also say no, we won't get a turnover. It's split down the middle. We'll see. Wow. Wow. Wow, oh wow. Skylar Thompson dropping back again. Finds Tyreek Hill. Ooh. Tyreek Hill gets brought down, but there's a flag down on the field. Come on. Come on. Illegal shift on the Dolphins. Okay. Illegal shift on the Dolphins. Come on. Come on. First and 15 for the Dolphins, trying to move down the field. They're on their own 20-yard line. Thompson dropping back. Thompson finds a running back coming out of the flats, and he gets brought down. Wilson Jr., he's trying to find him. He found him, and he got brought down. Quan Alexander. And Sauce Gardner is down and hurt. Oh, man. That's not good. Hope he's okay. Man, oh, man. I hope he's okay. Ooh, Sauce. Oh, that looks like a... Oh. He was trying to tackle Wilson Jr. and his leg just bent. Oh. Come on. I hope he's all right. Man, that is rough. Oh. Please don't end the season with Sauce getting some type of major injury. That is the last thing we need. I hope that he's all right, man. Whoa. I hope he's okay. Boy, oh boy. That is the last thing we need. Whew. Boy, that stinks. I hope he's okay. I hope he is all right. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Come on, man. You have got to get it together. Oh. Come on. Let's get it moving and shaking around here. Cornstool salutes. Cornstool says these teams are a couple of sorry excuses. Oh my goodness. You know, it's a tough game to watch. But we're in it, we're fighting. Corn, I understand, man. I understand the frustration. I get it. I understand it. Oh, come on, Jets. Come on. Come on, Jets. Come on. Come on, Jets. Oh. Mayberry says Sauce Gardner is up. He walked off. Okay. Hopefully everything's all right. Second and 13. Okay. Just trying to find a way to get a stop here. Thompson let it rip. Thompson finds Gesicki on a wobbler for a bomb. That ball just hung up in the air. 32-yard pitch and catch there. Come on, man. I don't even know where Thompson was throwing that ball. Oh. Michael Carter almost tried to knock the ball out of his hands, but he couldn't do it. Come on, man. My goodness. Oh, come on. This stinks. Come on, Jets. Come on, get a stop now. Get a stop. Hand the ball off to Wilson. He gets nothing. Get a stop, Jets. Come on. Cannot do this. Let's not do this. Let's get a stop here. Oh, man. So frustrating. The Bills are taking care of business. If we had won our last game, we'd be in great shape. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, Jets defense. Get a stop. Ooh. Please don't call nothing. Thank you. Please don't call anything. Thank you. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Dolphins now after an incomplete pass. Come on. Their feet got tangled up. Come on, let's get it moving. Let's get it shaking. Sauce back out there on the field. Sauce is back out, so everything's looking all right. Sylvia Nico Hall, salutes to you. Happy holidays and happy New Year, to you and your family. He says, I'm not watching, or I'm watching and I'm on the road listening. Oh, salutes. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Man, it's a tough game here. All right. What in the world? It was a flag down on the field for a delay of game. Then they picked it up saying that the announcement impeded the offense to get out there on the field. Come on, man. What is happening? These referees are bums. Come on. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed as well. Hit that notification bell so when I post content, y'all be in the know. Come on. Come on, Jets. Let's get a stop. 3rd and 8 for the New York Jets. Dolphins on the 45-yard line on Jets 45 trying to keep their season rolling. They want to make the playoffs. I don't want them to. Thompson getting grabbed. It is able to get the ball out and get it to Gesicki, but Gesicki got a couple yards off that. This guy Thompson is just making things happen. Uh-oh, it's an injured lineman. It looks like Brandon Shell. Oh, man. My goodness, man. Quinnen Williams had some, oh, man. Then Carl Lawson was there. Almost had him. Almost had him. Come on. Come on, Jets. Let's get a stop. That's what I want. I want to stop, Jets. Let's make it happen. Let's take care of business. Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. Don't go for it. Don't go for it, Dolphins. Just kick. Is he going back out there on the field? Is Thompson going back out there? McDaniel's looking through the play sheet. It's 4th and 6. We'll see. Jumpin' Joe says, will they go for it on 4th and 6? That's a great question. Let's ask that to everybody. Let's ask that to the Savages. Will the Finns go for it on 4th and 6? What are your thoughts? Do you think they'll do it? Shell injured right now. Do you think they'll challenge it and try to go for it? Do you think they'll try to challenge us and go for it? They've already got a 4th down conversion in this game earlier. I think it was like 4th and 5. And they were able to run the football. And this was after calling out the field goal team. Then they, saw we had our punt team out there. Then we changed that, and they came back out and ran it on 4th down and was able to convert on 4th and 5. Vote up. Do you think the Dolphins will go for it on 4th and 6? Let me know. I'm going to close the poll shortly. We're going to close the poll in 3, 2, 1. We're going to close it. And 100% of y'all said no. Okay. 100% of the Savages said no in the vote. And the Dolphins are going to punt. All right. Morstead let it go. Braxton Berrios catching the ball, going out of bounds. 6-6. This has been a barn burner, all right? A barn burner. We have the ball back, 9 minutes left. We can close this out and end their season right here with us, all right? Right here. Right here, right now. We can get it done. Come on. Come on, Jets. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's get it shaken. Let's make it happen. Come on, Jets. All right? Come on. All right? Joe Flacco bringing the ball back. Joe Flacco lets it go. Joe Flacco finds Garrett Wilson, but they're probably going to stay incomplete in that he didn't keep the ball all the way through the possession. Yeah, he jumped up, caught the football, but didn't keep it all the way through possession. It was moving a bit. Dolphins corner, definitely had a hand in knocking that out. Howard's really good. Man. Come on. Come on, Jets. They hand the ball off to Bam Knight, and Bam Knight goes nowhere. And it was a fumble. Oh, my goodness. Please say. But he's able to get the ball back. What is going on here? Oh, he knocked it out, but Bam Knight is able to recover the fumble. Ooh, got bopped up, and oof, that was a close one right there. A close one. 3rd and 9 for the New York Jets. Come on. They might as well just throw this ball to Garrett Wilson. He's the only guy out there today. Let's go. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco moving outside the pocket. Joe Flacco throwing a ball. Garrett Wilson, again, like I said. He's a gamer. First down, Jets. Garrett Wilson making it happen. Man, Joe Flacco, the old man, decrepit, found a way to get outside the pocket. Gave it all he had. Grandpa Joe. They better not have called that an offensive pass interference. As you see, the corner was grabbing him. Whoa. Joe Flacco throwing a ball to Garrett Wilson. Looked like something set up like a little screen or something, but he threw it over Garrett Wilson's head. Shogun says Flacco looking like Zach Wilson with that overthrow. I guess there's a lot of Zach Wilson in Flacco. Oh, man. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for the New York Jets. Trying to find a way to get down the field here. 4th quarter. Joe Flacco letting it go. Joe Flacco trying to find Wilson. Flag thrown. That looks like defensive pass interference. Yes, it does. That looks like a pass interference right there on the Dolphins. Bro, our whole offense is Garrett Wilson. Our whole offense is Garrett Wilson. It's just him. That's it. You think Jets, you think Garrett Wilson. All right? That's all we got. Clearly. Where's Elijah Moore? All right? It's just Garrett Wilson, guys. It's just Garrett Wilson. Let's go. Let's get it rolling. 1st and 10 for the Jets. We're on the 50. Let's make it happen. Joe Flacco trying to orchestrate a drive here to get down the field. Joe Flacco handing the ball off to Ty Johnson, and that's negative. Lost yardage, at least 1 or 2 yards there. Wilkins with the stop. This Jets running game is poop. It's just poop. Poop. This Jets running game is bad. Val Outlaw says, see what I'm saying? How much money are we paying Corey Davis? And Garrett Wilson is the only person getting open. Yeah. Yeah. Joe Flacco dropping back on 2nd and 11. Throws the ball, but it's short. It's short to Ty Johnson. It is now 3rd and 11. Man, we've got to find something. We've got to move and shake here. We got to move and shake. We've got to move and shake. We got to move and shake. Come on, man. 3rd and 11. Come on. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco letting it go, and he gets the ball to Garrett Wilson again, but it's short of a first down. It's short of a first down. Bro, Garrett Wilson was double covered on that. He was double covered on that. 2 guys there in coverage. They bracketed him, and he still got the ball. Oh, you better hurry up and get to the line. If you're going to go for it, go for it. You better hurry up and get to that line. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, because they could challenge that. Hurry up. Jeremy Ruckert. Oh, man. They're probably going to overturn this here. That ball, Garrett Wilson had some possession, but you could say that the ground helped him. Man, Joe Flacco's upset, yelling at the Jets sidelines. Oh, Val Outlaw salutes. He says, they were supposed to call hurry up offense. Yeah. I mean, this is a close one too, because Garrett Wilson had the ball, had his hands under the ball though. You see how the ball like bounces, but you could say that Garrett Wilson had possession. This could go either way. I'm not gonna lie. This call could go either way. Mike McDaniels has not won a challenge this season. Jeez. What a stinker. Come on. Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. Let's make it happen. Let's get it moving. Let's get it shaking. Let's get a W here. That's what I want. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. All right. All right. They reviewed the play. Yeah. Call reversed. Goes back to 3rd and 11, I think. Dang. That stinks. Well, we're about to punt. Oh, 4th and 11. 6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the Jets are trying their best. Jets defense coming out. We got to get it done. Get a stop. Let's get a stop. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, Jets. Braden Mann lets it go. Ball gets down. He looks like it's caught at the 10, maybe the 9, probably the 10. Man. Come on, Jets defense. Get us another stop. Get us the ball back. Get us the ball back. Let us move. Let us shake. Let us make it happen. Come on, man. Mr. McMoney salutes. He says, this game is aging me. We're all sitting here looking to see what's going on. Come on. Come on, Jets. Come on. Let's go. Come on, Jets. Let's get a stop here. Let's get a turnover. Sauce is on the sidelines right now. Helmet off. Whoa. All right. Skyler dropping back. Skyler throwing the ball. Oh. Throws the ball out of bounds. Come on, Jets. Let's go. Let's get a stop here. Come on, Jets defense. Let's make it happen. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Let's get it shaking. Let's go. Jumpin' Joe says, why is Sauce out? I think it's because of the injury he got earlier. He tried to come back in, probably tried to play with it, but it's affecting him too much. Some type of leg injury. He's walking around, or ankle injury. He's walking around. His leg got bent under him when he tried to make a tackle. 2nd and 10. They hand the football off. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my God. He could have ran. Wilson Jr. takes off for what looks like a 14-yard gain. Come on, Jets. That was a holding call, man. Oh, my goodness. Look at that holding call. No call. Wow. That's insane. That's insanity. That was a holding call on the Dolphins guard. Nothing. All right. 1st and 10. Dolphins moving down the field. On their own 27-yard line now. 2nd down. Come on, man. Let's stop Thompson. Let's get in this guy's face. Where's the pass rush? Let's go. Let's bang this guy around. Let's jack him up. Come on, Jets. We got 1 sack on the day. We need more. 2nd and 9. All right. 2nd and 9 for the Jets. All right. Thompson with a fake. Ooh. I think that's a fumble. Excuse me. I don't know. Come on now. I feel like that could be called a fumble. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 after what I thought could be called a fumble. I don't know how they didn't call that. We'll get to the Savages in a second. Thompson dropping back. Thompson lets it go with a prayer and throws it out of bounds. Jets defense looks like it's got to stop here, but don't get too crazy because they'll go for it. It's 4th and 9 now. Wow. C.J. Mosley back making a play. He's back at it. We got the ball back. Offensively. Let me get to these Savages. Val Outlaw says the Jets defense is back. Yep. Mr. McMoney says, how is that not a fumble? How? He took 2 steps. Exactly. That's what I was thinking too, Mr. McMoney. I'm like, hey, how's that not a fumble? Braxton Berrios caught the ball. Braxton Berrios trying to move down the field. Braxton Berrios, I think, got the ball back close to the Jets 20. Val Outlaw says, again, the defense getting us back. Can we score a touchdown? That's the question. It's been 4 weeks since we scored a touchdown. Oof. Come on, man. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Come on. Let's go. Mr. McMoney says, here we go. Squish the fish. Today's the day, Val. Yes. Yes. Let's go. It's our time. Tied up. 4:44 left in the fourth. That's a sign. That's a sign. It's our time. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco evading pressure. Joe Flacco throwing a ball out of bounds. That looks like intentional grounding. I think they're going to call that. They called intentional grounding. Man. Oh. This is tough. It looks like he got outside the pocket, though. Oh, he might not have. He's right on, yeah. He was right on the cusp of the pocket. Didn't totally get out of it. And boom. Intentional grounding. Second down and 20 for the Jets. Second down and 20. They called intentional grounding on the Jets. That stinks. It stinks. Man. Get back to the Savages. Jumpin' Joe says they called intentional grounding on us. Yep. Mr. McMoney says it's not a Jets game without the refs. Joe Flacco dropping back on 2nd and 24. Finds Michael Carter. Michael Carter gets a couple yards, goes down. Shogun says grounding. Flacco must retire. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. 3rd and 18 for the Jets. Come on, man. Just go to Garrett Wilson, man. Go to Garrett Wilson. Do whatever you got to do. Just find Garrett Wilson. He'll take care of it. He'll take care of it. And they throw the ball to Garrett Wilson. They get him the ball. He's moving around. But he couldn't move. I feel like Elijah Moore could have did more on that block. Less than 4 minutes to play, and the Jets are punting after getting nothing going offensively. Wow. Come on, man. Tyreek Hill back to return a punt. We better not, I don't want to jinx it, but we better not do what I think is what could happen. We better not do it. Come on, Jets. Braidman with a punt. That was a terrible punt by Braidman. Oh. Wow. That punt stunk. Come on, man. Come on. Braidman with the shank. This guy, Braidman, he sucks, man. He really stinks. Mr. McMoney says Flacco's retirement party is not looking so good. Yeah, he stinks. He stinks, man. He stinks. Man. Unbelievable. Thompson dropping back on 1st and 10, trying to find somebody. Jets pass rush can't get to him. Thompson running out of bounds. He maybe gained about 2 or 3 yards on that. Come on, man. Come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. Get it moving, get it shaking, man. Come on. Oh, man. Oh, come on. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 Jets defense is on the field trying to stop the Dolphins. They're trying to drive down. Thompson dropping back. Thompson heaves one up, and Waddle gets under it and catches it. Lucky play after lucky play after lucky play. Man, this guy's, he's getting hit. He's throwing ducks. Shogun says, oh my Lord, Skylar is getting every lucky catch in the world. That's a fact. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. 1st and 10, 1st and 10. Dolphins trying to move down the field here. Oh, Skylar tried to hand the football off. Miscommunication. He gets brought down. I'm talking smacked. He gets smacked. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left. We're at the 2-minute warning. Oh, my goodness, man. Corin says the only real highlight of the game was the Jets winning the coin toss. The rest is just field goals, incomplete passes, punts, and sheer boredom. Oh. Shogun says a sack here probably ends the drive for Miami. Yeah, we got to get after it. We only got 1 sack on the day, I believe. We only have 1 sack on the day. Oh, 1 sack. Oh, my God. Excuse me. Man, this Jets team is got to get it rolling, man. Offensively, we got to get something going, man. Come on, Jets. Mr. McMoney says, we need Uncle Rico at quarterback. Yeah. Come on, Jets. Let's make something happen. Come on. Let's make something happen. Come on now. Let's get it moving. Let's get it shaking. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Come on, man. Let's go. Oh. Come on, Jets. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Joe Flacco. Come on. Jay Johnson says, what up, Joe and the Savages? Salutes to you, Jay. Happy New Year to you, your friends, and your family as well. We're just sitting here, Jay, trying to get something going, man. Game's tied 6-6. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Jets are trying to do everything they can to end the Dolphins' season, but Skylar Thompson is getting every lucky catch he could possibly get in the entire world. 2nd and 9, 2nd and 9. All right. Skylar Thompson dropping back. Skylar Thompson letting it go to Waddle. Waddle catching some underneath and gets brought down, and it is a flag they're probably going to call horse collar. That's probably what they're going to call. They're probably going to call a horse collar. They're probably going to call a horse collar call right there. That's probably what they're going to call. Even though it's not that, it's not that. Horse collar tackle, I knew it. Unbelievable. That is not a horse collar, but I knew that they were going to call that. And that gives the Dolphins a first down and a fresh set of downs. Waddle's Waddle's up, but he's limping bad. Man. Unbelievable. Shogun says, unnecessary roughness. Where? Exactly. Jay Johnson says, we don't need nothing going. We should lose. Wow. NY Jets FL says, not a horse collar. It's not. It's not a horse collar, but Sauce is back out there now. All right. Mr. McMoney says the refs are crazy. Yeah, they're out of their minds. Making a horse collar call at this time? Are you out of your mind? First and 10. Dolphins moving down the field on our 38-yard line, trying to get into the red zone here. They run the football on first down. He gets brought down. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard at the most. Man. Shogun says refs are clearly trying to end this game. Yeah. NY Jets FL says, we all know Mac Jones is garbage. He's trash. Yeah, he's trash. Poop. They might try to line this ball up for Sanders. Their whole season might be on the line. We got to get a stop here. 2nd and 9. Let's get a turnover. Skyler handing the ball off again. Dolphins running. Their running back Ahmed gets about 6 yards on that. Come on. 3rd and 2 for the Jets. Come on. Jay Johnson says, good call, refs. Keep it up. Oh, come on. Jay Johnson clearly wants us to lose. I know that if the Jets lose today, we can possibly have a pick in the top 10. Come on, Jets. Omar says, salutes to you, Omar. Happy New Year to you, your friends and your family. Omar says, this team needs a new coaching staff. Damn. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on, Jets. Let's get a stop. 3rd and 2. Let's get a stop. 3rd and 2. Let's get a stop. 3rd and 2. Let's get a stop. All right. They hand the ball off, and Quincy Williams met the running back. Big hit. And he loses a yard. Big hit, big play by Quincy Williams. Love it. On 3rd and 2, met the running back and made the play. Nice. Met Wilson Jr. One-on-one, smoked him. And guess what? It's 4th down. It's 4th down. You got to like it. All right? 4th and 3. What are the Dolphins going to do? They run the play clock all the way down. 23 seconds left on the clock here. Come on, Jets. Corn says, Waddle's waddling. Val Outlaw fire. Yeah. What a play by Quincy Williams. What a play. This is it right here. We got to get a stop. Man, they do not trust their field goal. Oh, they are. All right. They're bringing their field goal kicker out. Jason Sanders lining up. 4th and 3. 23 seconds left on the clock. 50-yard attempt for him. Come on, miss this one, Sanders. You want to miss it. Everything's on the line. You ain't got it. And he hits it. Wow. Wow. Dolphins hit the field goal, take the lead, 6-9. Wow. Bad calls by the refs down the stretch. Shogun says, We lost this because of a phantom horse collar tackle. Yeah. Look at Mike McDaniels walking down the sideline, confident with your little glasses, all cocky. Like you didn't have the refs just hand you a W here. It's not done, though. We can return this kickoff and make some moves. Val says top 10 pick. Wow. Val Outlaw says the referees definitely helped them. Yeah. We got 18 seconds left. Come on, Jets. Come on. Come on, Jets. All right, we got a boot here. Bounces into the end zone. Braxton Berrios taking it out. Braxton, oh. Why were there whistles? What was that call? What in the world? All right. Dead ball there. The Jets got 18 seconds. This game's not over. All right. It hit on the inside just barely. The game's not over. It's not done. Okay? Come on. We got 18 seconds. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's get it shaking. Let's get it moving. Let's get it done. Joe Flacco dropping back. Let it go, Flacco. He lets it go to Garrett Wilson, that is clearly pass interference. That is clearly pass interference, man. Come on. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, my God. He literally grabbed his arm. Oh, come on, man. Oh, my goodness. This is ridiculous. 2nd and 10. Joe Flacco dropping back. Joe Flacco evading pressure. Joe Flacco letting it go. Again, Garrett Wilson is being held. You have got to be kidding me. This is unbelievable. Look at he literally is grabbing his arm. Bro, he's literally grabbing his arm. They're literally holding Garrett Wilson. Come on, man. Come on, man. They really want the Dolphins to win this one, huh? Wow. I'm not saying that anyone's cheating. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there seems to be, some suspect stuff. We're trying to get a hook and ladder going here. Oh, Joe Flacco. Oh, God, Joe Flacco's old. Elijah Moore, don't run back into the end zone. It's going to be picked, oh, my God, picked off. And it's going to go into the end zone for a safety. Wow. Six-game losing streak. Jets lose 6-9. Out the playoffs, and the Dolphins are in the playoffs. What a way to end the season here. All right, folks. I'm gonna see you guys Friday. That's where we're gonna have the live radio show. I gotta scoot. What a frustrating end to the season. 6-9, we take a loss. And the Dolphins enter the playoff off of our loss. Wow. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit the like button. Share my channel with your friends and your family. Again, we'll be having a live radio show Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be talking about this. We'll also be talking about the offseason. We're going to be discussing the Jets coaching staff, discussing analysis of the team as we always do here. See you folks Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh my My goodness, man. Wow. Unbelievable. So I'm going to get on out of here. Listen, folks, be safe. Be safe, all right? Sit down with your friends and your family. Enjoy your times. It's a new year. It's a new time. Sit down, watch some good programming, all right? And enjoy yourselves, all right? Again, exclamation point links in the chat brings up my link tree. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go on there, my social media platforms, and check out everything, all right? Follow me across all my YouTube pages as well that are there. What a loss. All right. Wow. So again, enjoy your times with your friends and your families. Enjoy yourselves. Make the moments with the people that you love the most and let them know that you love them. That's extremely important. Extremely important in today's times. Okay. So I'm going to get on out of here. You folks have a good one. I'll see you folks Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. You folks have a good one.